Dad Kratos.
It's fucked. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, gay wad?
Oh, someone's a little testy.
Damn.
Is everything
Remember
okay,
when we
Brad?
used to say wad?
What the
Gaybo.
fuck?
Someone's a little spicy today. Why? What's it? Everything okay, Brad? Everything
Shut
okay,
the fuck up, Crispy. It's nothing to do with you.
Everything okay, Brad? Everything okay, Brad?
I feel like someone's a little upset about something, and I don't know what it could be.
I literally just called him a slur. Wasn't in reference to anything specific.
You okay, Brad?
Just my 90s style greeting is all.
This is just your normal charm.
Yeah.
His normal bigoted self.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The 90s are in, you know.
You okay, Brad?
I mean, we are going to talk about it tonight, obviously,
Doing okay?
Crispy. So maybe you should save it for the show.
You okay, Brad?
This is unhinged.
You still got a long way to go, Crispy. It was only Chris Davis's W countering. No, wait, who? No one countered it.
No,
What game are we even
I'm
talking
thinking
about?
of the high guard counter, the fucking high guard counter. My
Yeah, you
God.
are. All right.
We
are live, by the
It's
way.
fucking Carlos's fault. It's
Oh,
Carlos's
fuck, we're live?
fault.
Yeah, we've been live.
Oh,
since
shit.
Brad made
Wait.
that slur.
Oh, no!
Well, is WAD what makes it a slur? Because I just call them gay. He could be like, yeah,
Right.
maybe, but
Gay.
but the WAD makes it a slur.
Yeah.
What was WAD used with anything else, or was it just gay?
Jerkwad?
Jerkwad? No. Yeah,
Wait,
I guess
You
that's
never
true.
heard someone say that?
Jerkwad? Yeah,
I didn't
guess
make that
WAD
up.
was just like a post.
It's
like,
just something you add to the end of
a
it.
suffix. A suffix on
Yeah, the
90s
suffix.
bro homie culture.
We will talk about it winged.
We
Bromine.
will talk about it. Bro.
Jerkwad. Oh man.
All right, how about this Pragmata trailer?
Let's watch some video game trailers.
Pragmata? No, we're not on this. I got new shit. What the fuck is this?
Okay, all right.
Did we watch this last week, right?
Calm down, killer.
Okay.
Is there
We
some
got
kind of-
Ghost of Yote Legends.
Started. No. Started Grime 2. That's the new stuff. This is all state of play
Grime 2.
stuff. An old hat. There we go. Shut up,
Old
Jesse.
hat.
You know, that's why Crispy started fucking harassing me.
This game's ugly, right?
I'm sorry, what
Oh
did
my
I do?
God, you're already gonna start with me, Nick? You're gonna start with me, Nick? I swear to fucking God, if tonight you're like, no, I think this new God of War game is beautiful, I'm gonna crash out, dude. I'm gonna lose my shit on you specifically.
Okay.
Just
It's
a
gonna
I
little
mean,
look
it looks
sad.
better.
It's just an art style.
Ghost of
Do you think-
Sparta looks
do you
better
think
than this, right?
looks- Oh my God! Oh my God!
I mean, I'm just.
I guess they're very different art styles, but no.
I'm just speaking my truth.
No, I mean you just haven't seen Ghost of Sparta much, I guess. It's fine. Or much of this. You know, Grime 1 is like, people like that game. It's funny because like art style is one of the things that I think really stands out for this series. And it's the
calling it
only
a
thing that
series
you
now?
have to say about it is that its art is bad. But I think that's like one of the things that like is like eye-catching about it.
I mean, tomato. I looked at it and thought it was eye-catching because I thought it was noticeably ugly.
You have Grime 2, Jesse? What are you talking about? Nobody got Grime 2. I just looked.
Aphelion is a narrative action adventure set at the edge of our solar system. What you're about to see today
Wait, is this a new game from Don't Nod?
showcasing our two characters, Ariane and Thomas, and showcasing how the game plays differently for each
I really hate that when you select make a bid and you don't want to
I
browse
didn't say
for
I
the
was
game
joking.
and you type the game.
to experience it later this year.
It doesn't show only the games that haven't been picked up. I
What
didn't
is
realize
this
this was
game?
a talking head one.
Oh, they
You
announced
don't know
this
about
last
this,
year.
Nick? Oh, Nick. This is
Oh.
like Nick bait. This is
This
like I'm
is
totally
not
gonna
Nick
play that
bait.
until it gets like a 71, and then you're like, maybe.
I
no
mean,
one
a
will
Don't
remember
Nod
that
is
I
not-
said.
Thomas,
I don't think Don't Nod is a
pretty far from the crushed side.
Yeah, but this is not like their Life is Strange nonsense. This is more your
nonsense.
style of Nick Slop.
How dare you? I don't.
Doesn't react to any.
I mean,
Don't-
this might be the
don't not
Banishers
slap.
team.
The magnetic line seems corrupted.
Yeah, like
I didn't play
Banishers.
I didn't play.
I know, but
Banishers
I bet you had like, I bet you had a more than one occasion where you're like, maybe I should play Banishers. Be honest.
Did I just fix
I mean, maybe.
Let's see if the other node reacts.
This is like this is the same
It's responding.
DNA strand as Remember Me, which is like your
I did
queen.
play Remember Me. I
Yeah.
did play Remember Me.
Yeah. You've been playing Don't Nod 76s since the beginning of time.
After emergency landing. No luck here either.
This is like story-driven,
There,
single player.
broken. That's my
I mean, all of those
Game.
things sound good to me. I like those things.
Sounds
There's a
very
little
Don't
bit
Nod.
more juice in like other trailers I've seen. I guess this is more of a.
engage the manual shutdown.
This is not a great.
I like space stuff.
What's going on here? That looks wrong.
Ooh, this is. Yeah, that animation needs some work.
Prince of the Universe. You love Grime 1, right? Would you tell Nick that the game is not ugly?
I don't need you to tell me it's not ugly. I think it's ugly.
Sometimes
Why can't
you
I just
need
think
a
it's
cl-
ugly?
No, because I mean, like truthfully, Nick, sometimes like watching a game trailers like in bed through Discord, like
That
it
has
really
nothing
is
to
hard.
do with it.
No, I'm telling you, it's hard to tell. Like,
I'm just saying I'm not a fan of the visual style. That's all I'm saying.
but I'm saying
I'm not.
sometimes a visual style, you don't
Thank you,
actually
Prince.
see it until it's like in front of you.
Prince
No,
has
but I
got
mean,
my
it's
back.
like intentionally ugly. Like, I mean, like it's a.
I mean,
not,
if it's
like-
intentionally ugly, then good for them. They
No,
nailed it.
that's-
It's ugly.
No, I mean like the world is ugly or whatever.
The highest scoring game of the year at the moment is ugly. What's the highest scoring game of the year at the
What's
moment?
the highest scoring game of the year?
It's only February. What the fuck are we talking about?
Chill out, Dickwad. Dickwad! Dickwad is like the originator of the wad. The
Seriously,
wad
what
comes
is-
from the dick.
What is the
Dickwad.
highest rated game of the year?
Talking
so
about
far?
eugenics.
Oh, eugenics is.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on.
it's. I don't think
It's
that's.
it's Newgroundsy,
yeah.
but it's not ugly. It's an art style. That's what I'm saying. It's
Brad
like,
just doesn't feel comfortable calling games ugly, except for Bloodstained, apparently.
No. There's I call games ugly all the time. I mean, it's.
And we disagree a lot on what is ugly and what is not ugly. So
What was the one you thought? I mean, I
Say
guess
it,
this all
bitch.
started with Prince of Persia. I don't even think you like famously
I didn't even
think
say
games
it
are
was ugly. I didn't even say it was ugly. Never, literally
Someone
never
check
said
the
Prince of
tapes.
Persia
Someone
was
check
ugly.
the tapes.
I said
the-
it was not. It was not visually like doing much for me.
Nick's
One
thesaurus
way or
in his
the
head
other.
is going up.
I was about as
right now.
I was about as neutral as can be about Prince of Persia as far as the visual style.
Someone check the tapes. You know, if we were like, had more of an audience like we used to, I bet someone could pull that right up for us. But it's never
Well,
gonna
good
happen.
thing we
and,
don't.
and that's saving your ass, dude. Yeah, Psychonauts is ugly. Exactly. Psychonauts is a game
No,
of
but
something that's like intentionally ugly. Like they're making the characters like weird
I love how
and kind
Brad's
of grotesque.
mansplaining art to me.
Well, what are you, a fucking artist? I can't like what's wrong
No,
with that?
I'm just like you keep trying to convince me that like
He did go to
It's not-
school for art.
It's not
And design.
actually ugly.
No, but
It's-
you would just. But I'm
It's
saying like
int-
Jesse first of all brought up Psychonauts as like an example of what I'm saying. Something that is
I would
like-
never say I would never describe Psychonauts as ugly.
I think we are using two versions of the word in the same meaning, and
That's definitely possible. I am using the term ugly to say that Grime 2 looks visually
To look at?
unpleasant to my eyes.
like you don't want to look at it.
I
But
don't
I'm
wanna
saying
look
like
at it.
like
It's-
I think some people could say that about like characters in like Psychonauts. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's
Well,
like,
yeah,
ugh.
but that's totally like you could. I love fucked up shit,
That's factually correct.
I don't even mean
so I like it when things are
like,
intentionally
you know.
ugly. But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean like the art style that goes with it has to be.
I'll
ugly.
reiterate that there are some things that I've looked at on here. And
This
I've
is
been
not
like,
an ugly
I don't know. But then I blow it up on like a nice screen and I'm like, oh, I see what's going on here. This actually looks kind of
Well, I think objectively speaking, any game under the sun will look better when you actually boot it up versus watching one of these trailers.
some like that transition is more like
Noticeable.
oh well, the resolution's nicer, it's crisper, whatever. I'm saying like some art styles will come to life in a better viewing or whatever I should say. In some games, just
I mean, I don't disagree. I just don't think
like Mouse PI is going to look like Mouse
game.
PI whether it's in a trailer on my phone or in front of me, and it's going to stay looking pretty peak
Can
or
we-
whatever, right?
Mouse PI that's looking hot, right? I'm super excited. By the way, I downloaded the demo for the Eternal Life of Goldman today, and I was gonna try and play it before the show, and I booted it up, and it starts by saying, "This demo takes approximately 90 minutes," and I was like, "Nope."
You know, Golden is a great example. That's one where it's like that game's pretty, but it might just be pretty.
I mean,
don't know. We'll have
I'm
to
gonna
see on
play
that
the
one.
I'm gonna play the demo. I didn't have time to do a 90.
You should play the
demo for
Grime 2
podcast.
demo and the Goldman demo, and tell me which one
So-
you enjoy more.
This is just the Lizard of Zelda: The Wind Waker, right?
No, what are you saying? You're just saying stuff. You can't just
I mean,
say stuff.
I see. I
first-
actually see the. I see the nuggets of information that came together for
Yeah,
Chris
but
Davis
that's
to say
it's,
that.
it's lazy. Yes, there's a boat, and yes, you're a gecko. There's, I don't think there's.
This looks
You know what it
fun.
reminds me of? It reminds me more of the game Rhyme or whatever. Like it's
That was
not.
good. I liked Ryan. That was a good game.
I guess a little sleepy. Oh, I don't like
sleepy.
trailers with streamers in them. Stop it.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay.
That's the
Yeah,
world
but
we
this
live
is
in
one of
now.
those games.
What's cool about Gecko Gods is the controls. Like the sensation of controlling a lizard in a 3D space. They really nailed it. I did play the demo for that.
I'm not a fashion disaster. I'm just a VTuber, man. That's mean. I simply want to go fast.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, I can't
is
listen
even
to
happening?
YouTubers. I can't.
They're just people.
Stop.
They're just people.
Stop with the
Chris
streamers.
Davis.
Just let
They're
me
just
listen
people,
to the
Chris
game.
Davis. Oh, you mean streamers in general?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you said VTubers, which mildly
mean
racist
to.
towards anime. Racist towards anime.
Wait, racist towards anime?
VTubers, Nicola.
I know what
Like
VTubers
the
are. I'm
anime
not...
avatar people. Oh,
Yes, I know what VTubers
they're
are.
like anime avatars instead of people.
Ashif wants to know if we still take trailers from the Trailer Talk submission channel. Brad curates all of these lists. He should be checking that channel.
Yeah, I do. I checked it. Sometimes they get sort of. We don't like get to them, you know. Let me pop over there real quick. Can I get a little more audio, or maybe you turned it down on purpose because you.
Maybe
I turned
after
it
the
down so he
streamer
wouldn't
goes
listen
away.
to the streamer.
What do y'all think about this one? You know, there's a lot of games that
It looks fun.
are not picked. Our league has a small like roster. Like we don't have so many people. We don't have like huge rosters. There's a lot of games that are really popular in other fantasy critic leagues that just are just available, and we're just like passing them by. And I'm wondering if like y'all are eyeing some of this stuff. Like Densha Attack is a pretty popular pickup. I'm wondering. I'd be curious to hear. I mean, this shit's. I mean, it's almost March now. Oh, this is the one. Can we get max audio on
Yeah,
this?
you'll
Or
get it. You'll get it.
more, please?
This one has Brad losing control of his loins.
This is a famous one of like people hate the art style for Slay the Spire, but they respect the game so much, which is fine. Most people just like, well, whatever. This is
The
like
art
the
style you're
perfect
referring to
example
not being
of
the
like,
cutscenes, right?
no. Well,
Like,
I mean,
not this.
yeah, I'm talking about like the in-game art. But that's an example of like, this is like the perfect example. If you ever let like the art style keep you from playing like Slay the Spire, then you've lost the plot. You've lost the plot. Now, if you don't want to play it because you don't play roguelike deck builders, that's fine. But like people who are like, it's ugly, I'm not gonna play it.
If it's a genre I genuinely like, I'm not gonna let art stop me. But
yeah. Well, is that true?
like, I'll never play Vampire Survivors. Let's just be
I mean, yeah.
totally honest.
Finish
I
that
will
thought,
never play
Brad.
that game.
I
What?
could
Finish
I
the
finished
thought.
the thought.
People who don't. No, you just kind of went, meh. What?
Maybe I cut out.
Like, is it a
that-
moralistic failing, or are you just kind of annoyed by it?
No, I think they're just stupid. they're just dullards and Philistines. I mean,
I can't see Crispy right now, but I feel like he's going. "Ah."
I mean, I think he agrees
No.
with me. I don't think he disagrees with me, at least.
I do. I do.
He does.
Man.
I don't think anything I've said tonight so far is controversial. But, I mean, just wait. There will be controversial things. This is like... Dude, I think... if all of this stuff is at launch, this is crazy that this is early access. 5 playable characters? A 4-player co-op mode?
Dude, Ultraman.
The fucking defect, man! That's like the fan fave, man. Everybody loves the fucking defect. As long as the Watcher's not
yeah,
back,
the
right? That's
defect.
what we care about.
Yeah,
No
for
one
sure.
wants the Watcher back.
Yeah, we
Keep
hate the Watcher.
Everybody hates the Watcher.
Yeah, the Watcher's so
Yeah,
ugly, right?
we definitely know
You
what the
played
Watcher
Slay the
totally
Spire,
is.
stupid. Actually,
I know.
the Watcher's probably the best. I mean, like their coolest looking character, art-wise.
I know. So
Oh,
ugly.
I know what I just thought of.
Good luck. Was there like a trailer event or something? Like,
Yes,
Did
there
I
was
miss-
actually. There was.
What was it?
Like Indie Fan Fest or whatever. Had a million
Oh.
trailers and announcements and dates and stuff for some.
the next
Someone check the tapes. Prince of Persia.
Expedition
Someone gotta
33,
find it.
right?
Okay, let's not get stupid. I mean, yeah, maybe. This is cool. I saw one really positive preview, and then I saw a preview that's like negative. And any like preview that's negative kind of scares me. But it does look neat. I do add stuff. Sheaf, I got you. I see your Tearscape trailer. I mean, it's not like Blue Point's gonna make Bloodborne, so we might as well take indie Bloodborne, right? Am I right? Oh, Crisscross! Oh, I want to get this. I forgot about it. Y'all see this Picross roguelike deck builder? What? Or what is it? Not Crisscross, Cinecross?
Dungeons of Dusk, motherfucker!
I can't stress enough how this might look like ass, but the blueprint is Doom RPG, which is one
Wait,
of the
this does
sickest
not look like
games ever.
ass. What are we?
Well,
what are you talking
if Nick's
about?
excited, then I think it might be pretty good since he's the resident boomer shooter expert.
Okay, I hate you, Crispy, first of all. I had to beg this man to try Dusk again in the first place.
He did. I'm not going to deny that. I hated Dusk the first time I played it, and then I played
Also-
Dusk, and now I couldn't stop playing boomer shooters after
Oh,
that.
next week, nice. I just hope
Okay,
that
well, okay.
Andrew Holschultz is back for more music for this.
Wait, that comes out next week? Is that what that said?
The demo.
The demo.
week?
The demo.
Oh, the demo. The demo.
Steam Next Fest. Apparently, is next week. Wonderful.
Anyways, Doom RPG is sick as hell, and y'all should really.
It is.
I mean, maybe have that on your radar. If it's good, I don't know.
What?
Mexican Ninja, dude. I don't know, man. I think they're like making a pretty bad looking beat 'em up, but it's called Mexican Ninja, and that's pretty hype, I guess.
Who is
The
making
music
this?
is a little out of pocket, though.
Yeah.
I don't... Please tell me.
Nuevo Tokyo.
Please tell me this is not made by like some Swedish people. That's all I want to know. Can someone fact check that for me?
Techno Carnaval.
Oh, that would be fucking hilarious.
El Casto. Oh, why is it censored?
What's wrong with her face?
It's censored,
Nintendo
bro.
Switch version.
Wishing to listen how, cabron. Oh, who are these people?
Guacamelee already came out. Guacamelee, okay, they had people on the team that were experts.
Oh god, is this Balatro but the coin drop arcade game?
Yeah, well, of
Oh
course.
my
Every indie
God.
game you see is Balatro, but whatever you're looking at.
They're trying to do it with every casino game now.
Yes, actually, yes. They've all.
The popping coins looks.
In fact,
pretty
I don't think there's
satisfying.
many left, Crispy.
Okay.
I think
Okay,
They've
we
done
can
them all.
officially be offended at Mad Bricks.
Mad.
They're from Bogota, Colombia.
Oh. Yeah, they're not Mexican.
And they're making
What
a
the fuck?
video game about Mexican people?
Yeah, that's- yeah, I don't know about that. Why not a Colombian ninja? What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. Why is it gotta be a Mexican ninja?
I think it's just because Mexican Ninja rolls off the tongue better. I don't know.
Then Colombian ninja?
I guess.
Play the next fest demo. Remember
And
when
then
I was
instead
like
of-
secretly plotting to get Balatro for like $1 when no one was paying attention, and then Nolan just randomly played the fucking demo during the next fest and was like, "Oh, this seems pretty good. I'll throw like $8 at this or whatever the fuck."
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I don't
times.
remember that. So many of your plans fail. I can't keep them all straight.
Okay. First of all, Crispy, I've been doing okay. Yeah, I take one L in 3.3 years, and all of a sudden I'm getting shit.
Yes,
Welcome to
that's right.
this side of the.
But it's
Welcome
like
to
such
my
a
world.
fucked up. We'll talk about it tonight. It's such a fucked up situation.
We should probably get started here pretty soon.
What on earth happened here?
Oh, we'll make a good time. There's only a couple more.
One is missing.
You know, this is. I was surprised to see this. This is. Remember that game Call of the Sea?
I do
Yeah.
remember Call of the
This
Sea.
is the sequel, or this is a successor.
sequel?
by that
My
Chris
God.
Davis.
As she descended
We're having
the
a real
steps,
conversation
soul
here, man.
struck Eden.
Go to timeout, Chris
What
Davis.
if all this
Yeah,
was
Call of
just
the Sea. Was that any good?
trap?
Was that any good?
I don't know. I didn't play it.
I think Ed liked it.
Oh, that seems like some shit you would have played.
I
Call of the Elder
All of the
Gods.
Elder Gods?
Was that last one good?
don't know. There's a demo. We could find out now. Gunboat God. What the fuck?
This is very busy.
This hurts
Okay,
my
old
eyes.
man. Fucking old man. You would have never
just-
been able to play Nights in the Nightmare.
All of the Sea has a very positive rating on Steam. And a 78 on
remember it was
Metacritic.
Pretty good. Indie sequels are
It's-
like dependable, usually.
What the fuck?
The sophomore effort. The sophomore bump.
The sophomore bump.
This looks pretty neat, actually.
Gumbo God.
Kind of like Splatoon
Man, that looks-
meets Luftrausers.
Oh god, I was just thinking about low browsers. Yeah.
No, not Splatoon, not Splatoon.
I was like,
Patapon.
Splatoon?
Patapon.
Okay, I
It's
was like,
Browsers.
my brain went to Patapon, but I was like, I don't know if I'll be
Splatoon,
laughed out of the
Patapon,
room
they
here
have
if I
the
say
same
Patapon.
letters in them. This
Sure,
came out and it's
I'll
getting
give you
like
that.
way better reviews than the last game.
What is this?
Than Demon Turf. This is Demon Tides. The developer of Bubsy 4D.
Which I hear
This is why
has
people
really
are paying
good
attention.
movement.
Well, people are paying attention to Bubsy 4D now because it's made by this developer who specializes in 3D platformer movement, schmovement.
A very important factor.
But it's open world, like fucking like Bowser's Fury or whatever, or something like that. But it got like way better reviews than people.
He
were
forgot
expecting,
the
I think.
name of Bowser's Fury. Yeah, okay, Brad.
I said the
What's up,
word Bowser's Fury.
I know.
What's
and
up,
then
Sean
you're like,
Big
oh,
Ball?
I guess it's called like Bowser's Fury or whatever. Like
I just meant
you
the
didn't play
structure is like that.
Like you're
or
not a
whatever.
fucking dork.
Not the
like you're like a normal adult or something.
Might get
And
this.
we all know that's not the case.
Stop
It's
trying to
not-
put on
it's
airs,
not-
with-
Brad.
Sean with Big Ball says he's been a fan of our stream since Twitch was called Justin TV. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Sean with Big Ball.
Wow,
Hey,
how's,
well, I mean,
how's the back
thanks,
pain?
Thanks, Sean. Although sense implies no gaps, so no, I'm just kidding. Welcome back.
I am super excited to play this demo, but just beware, it's a 90-minute demo. But it does make it sound like it's the beginning of the
Whole
game, and I'm not
demos are
entirely
90.
sure if that means it can transfer to the final thing.
This is that game
didn't
that everyone
specify.
watches trailers for, and they're like, "Oh my god, this looks so sick," and then they
I
look
know,
at the
It does
thank you
look
very
sick.
much. It's very nice of you.
No, it
This
does.
is a very
It looks-
pretty
it looks-
game. It makes
it's
me wanna
gorgeous,
play.
right?
It's because it's so
Yeah.
pretty. It's because it looks good, you know?
Yeah, but the developer makes
because-
shitty games.
because
The developer
you-
makes shitty games, and
You
it's
play
confusing
games with
people.
your eyes as well.
It's confusing people.
You know who else? You know who else made shitty games and then went on to make a really great game? Neobard's Entertainment.
Mm,
I mean,
who are they?
Silent Hill F. They made all the
Silent Hill F
Resident
ain't-
Evil
Silent Hill F
multiplayer
ain't
bullshit.
pretty.
Silent Hill F is gorgeous. What are you talking about?
Gorgeous.
Oh, Nick. Oh, Nicholas.
I think it was nominated
Shut
for
the
any
fuck up.
graphics awards. Or anything. Now this is gorgeous. This is Brad Islop.
Man, we are not the same person.
It's got aura, man. So does this song, dude.
It's definitely got aura.
I played.
Thank you,
a little bit
Ashif.
of this. If you're
Thank
not
you so
familiar
much.
with Titanium Court, it's worth looking into. There was a game this game existed. It didn't even have like a screenshot or something, but it was like nominated for a bunch of IGF awards because apparently a bunch of judges played it, and no one even knew what it was. Except I don't know. It's weird. You can like be invited to a early access demo if you know the right people, but not anyone can play it. And
Man,
it's like
remember that
the
time
pe-
we
the-
sat
the-
there while James Cameron tried to describe Avatar before anybody had seen a single second of Avatar?
Yeah. More memorable than the plot
was
of
wild.
Avatar, though. You know.
That was wild. Well, the plot of Avatar is incredibly simple. It should be memorable. It's Pocahontas.
This has a very, very weird tone. AP Thompson, he worked on. He was one of the co-developers on Consume Me, by the way. But this is a like strategy roguelike game, but also has like a very surrealist fourth wall breaking kind of story stuff going on. I don't know. It's very strange. I kind of felt uncomfortable playing this game.
Cool.
And this music is just throwing me off even more.
It is very
It
unexpected.
also sounds like some shit that I would listen to, which is pretty. Leave me alone. We can.
Nobody said anything.
We could skip Avowed.
All right, yeah.
Although this is out and it's getting kind of hyped again. Can you skip this actually?
Yeah.
Can I have one final? Nah, let's just stop.
You're gonna stop on
feels like
Star Trek for Crispy?
That feels like a big middle finger.
Why do you
at
say
Crispy.
for Crispy? Like it's so fucking weird. Like you just want to watch him jerk off or something. You're a Star Trek fan too. You can say yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to just say for Crispy. You could say for me. Let's watch this for me.
I mean, I bought this
I did
game.
start
Like, I
playing.
don't need to watch
Hypothetically
it.
speaking, if this was a Dexter video game, would you say you would want to watch it for me, or would you say watch it for Nick?
No, he loves Star Trek just as much as Crispy, or he's up there.
Wow.
I mean, he bought this game.
I just love Crispy slides in there with, well, eh.
I mean, he bought this game.
I
He
hear this
buys
game is
shows
really
that he's-
tough.
He buys shows that he's never seen, Brad. Like that doesn't.
Yeah.
mean
That's
much.
fucking
It's actually
true.
correct.
That's fucking true.
That is true.
Wait,
that is
have
true.
you watched Voyager?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
is, delight.
god, it's
This would have.
oh my god, it's
This
what's
shit
what's it
looks
called?
hilarious, by the way. But it's 7 of 9.
What's that game?
XCOM?
Yes.
No,
Jesus.
the fucking what's the
X-
game? The space game, the one with the
FTL?
ship, and you're like
Oh, FTL?
Thank you. I was like, yeah, that's,
Is
I saw
this a-
literal FTL.
Is this an FTL? Is this a roguelike?
It
Well,
Wait,
is.
go back,
Yeah.
go back.
It
There's
is a
literal
roguelike,
shots.
but the combat is not like FTL is.
Yeah, I know. It's
No,
combat.
but
It's like
like
Space
keep going, keep going.
RTS.
Fine. There, look.
Slop.
No, it's like
Oh, that's more like Fallout
XCOM.
Shelter kind of
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Maybe some XCOM like
Well, fuck me
strategy
then.
stuff. So an alters like.
But
Sorry.
I've heard this game is actually quite tough, and it has. You
What
are
does that
not
mean?
bound by like
Quite
any canon rules to anything that's happening in this game.
If it's a roguelike, you're supposed to be hard. That's like the whole idea. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we can.
Brad
That's
doesn't
cool that you use
the
personally
actual-
like this, so like obviously it's gonna be derision and well, of course it's hard. It's a fucking roguelike, you idiot.
What does that have to do with me liking Star Trek or not? The genre's supposed to be hard. You're supposed to lose runs. Roguelikes
Actually,
don't work if they're easy.
That's not actually very impressive that it's difficult because all video games are supposed to be difficult because they're made for me.
Roguelikes
Oh, it's gonna be a good
are
night. I
supposed
can
to be
already-
hard. Roguelikes don't work if you don't die in the middle of the run.
Well, I started playing it, and it's alright.
Is it
Talk about it next week.
Really
No,
hard?
I haven't gotten far enough to get out of the first episode.
Oh, you're sure?
Episode.
So like
First
the Caretakers
episode.
Array?
So like the first act or whatever.
Yeah. The plot of the first episode, which is like, I guess, the tutorial where they're
Yeah.
teaching how to do everything. It's cool so far, but it's pretty easy so far because it's like a tutorial for sure.
I feel like if you're gonna make an FTL like
Mine,
you hear that motorcycle? I feel like if you're gonna make an FTL like Battlestar Galactica is probably a better like
That exists. That's
Uh,
coming.
you
Battlestar Galactica Rogue like FTL.
Yes.
Because like the
Yeah,
whole
what are
thing
you,
with
why-
FTL is
Okay,
that you're being
two things.
In fact, FTL
Two things.
might have been
Why do
based
you
on
think that?
Battlestar
Why do you
Galactica.
think that? Why do
Okay,
you
well,
think
have you
that?
have
is
you
true?
played FTL?
I've played FTL.
Okay,
Okay,
you got to
and
keep
in
jumping
FTL
because you're being pursued
In FTL,
constantly.
you control one ship
Wow, yeah,
that is lost and trying to fucking.
you're not
Pilot
lost. You're
its
being
way through-
pursued. You're being
Oh,
pursued.
I'm sorry. You're being pursued. Sorry.
Yes.
I messed up the conceit that has nothing to do with the actual mechanics.
Where'd that lisp come from?
No, that's like the driving force. It's why you can't hang out in a system. You have to keep jumping. You have to keep activating your FTL to get away from the pursuers. That's what makes it Battlestar Galactica-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Battlestar Galactica, you'd have a whole fleet of ships and like starfighters and shit.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
have
but I'm
way
saying
more
like
resources.
the
You'd have
roguelike-
the resources of an entire like city at least. That's not what's going on in FTL. That's not what's going on in Voyager. Like, okay, all right, Brad, just
You
shut up.
literally
Like, you,
have-
of course,
ready to
you
start
think
when
it
y'all
should
are.
be the one sci-fi show that you've watched and you like, and not the other sci-fi show that you didn't watch and you don't like. Like, shut up. Just shut up.
I don't even dislike.
Just
Star
shut
Trek.
up.
I had no
Just shut up.
Shut up.
You have a bad habit of gatekeeping anything
it.
space or comics, which is a pretty broad topic.
I have
Crispy.
never claimed to give a shit about Battlestar Galactica.
No,
you
you gatekeep the sci-fi nerddom. You gatekeeping sci-fi
There's
nerddom.
bold claims being
I'm
lobbed.
gatekeeping sci-fi nerddom.
You're
What?
gatekeeping sci-fi nerddom. Yes.
Don't take
yeah.
the bait.
Yeah, I'm
So I
sorry.
think
not
you have to
true.
admit
I'm
that
fucking
Battlestar
sorry. I
Galactica
would like
maps
you would
onto FTL
never
better.
gatekeep anything. I mean, that's crazy.
Oh shit!
He cut out. What did you say?
Everybody
What I
feeling
said is
spicy
every
tonight.
other week you're like yelling at somebody for being excited about something that you feel like you're a better fan of. So like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to
Give
hear
me
it. Like,
one example.
give you one example. I made a
Mhm.
joke earlier about how Nick is like the boomer shooter fucking expert. And you were all like, listen, motherfucker, you do that all the time. You know you do that. You know you do that.
Your
And okay, we're having
tone-
fun. It's a joke, but like,
Get 'em, get
okay,
'em.
you don't get to then turn around and throw that in my face.
Mm-mm.
You're the guy. You're the guy.
You're the guy. You okay? First of
This-
all, you do it all the time with
First
comics,
of all-
and you know you could admit to that one. But
do
I
it
feel
all
like-
the time with comics. I try to talk about comics, and you give me the whole. I don't even want to fucking hear it. Like you give me the whole like, okay, there's a Batman. That's a cowboy. Okay, that's
You're
right.
making
This is
shit
so
up.
accurate.
You know,
This
you
is-
Crispy knows. Turn your camera on
all this
so we can
out.
see your bullshit expression right now. I want to see your
This-
face.
Dude,
This is hype, actually.
let's just fucking move on. Let's just move on.
No, get him, Crispy.
I can't wait. to talk
No,
about
I mean, like I've gotten him. I've laid it out. Everything I've said is true, and he's just gonna go. Now, let me see your face. Like, okay, okay, we're not getting
See what you did?
anywhere.
That is
I feel like
true.
I've not been able to bring up my BSG fandom in front of this man without him jumping down my throat.
Jumping down your throat.
Mhm.
What are you talking about? What do I do?
Famous
What- that is
BSG
jumping
hater.
down your throat. You're the one who is like always giving me the fucking side eye because I'm like, I don't really give a shit about Battlestar Galactica. You're the
Right,
one who always
exactly.
brings up sci-fi fandom as like, how can you be a space sci-fi fan and not like Battlestar Galactica? Blah, 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 blah. Dude,
Well, no,
I
I never said that.
Going to
I
your
never
fucking
said that.
going to what
No,
party
no,
was
no.
it? Where
This-
like
this
you
goes
and
back
your
to
brother were both
Firefly.
like, this guy doesn't like Battlestar Galactica. What a fucking moron!
No
Like,
one's
you
ever
and
said that to
your
you,
fucking
Chris.
brother. Like,
No. So
like-
this is such a fucked up reversal. No one has ever questioned your knowledge or fandom of science fiction. So you trying to flip it around is so disingenuous. It was
what
you.
have I questioned?
Brad cannot turn off the debate.
What
Ever
what have I
since-
done
Bullshit.
that
I'm
is
being
that?
1,000% on my children.
I'm
sincere right now.
questioning
So you
your
stop it.
knowledge about sci-fi fandom. When have I
No.
said anything like that?
No, I'm saying we've never questioned your sci-fi like
Okay.
knowledge or fandom or
Okay.
whatever.
No one's ever
But I'm
questioned that
saying,
you
like-
like Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
And-
what are we talking about?
And
We're- I don't know.
Firefly.
What about it?
Firefly.
What
Watch him.
about
Watch
it?
him close. Look at his face. Zoom in on his face.
Oh, because the only sci-fi
I-
that you like is stuff that I'm just a little like whatever on. What?
Okay,
Fuck off.
okay.
Like, okay,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't like. If anything, that kind of degrades my purity of a sci-fi. Like, I'm a sci-fi guy who doesn't like Firefly or Battlestar Galactica. Who fucking cares? Like, I don't
No.
like you are creating this weird sort of like judgment that doesn't exist. I just don't like a thing. You're the one that's like trying to make it about this like interpersonal relationship. I don't have any idea what this is about. Like,
All we have are interpersonal relationships. Crispy, come on. This is just say you're right. BSG FTL makes sense.
did I say it didn't?
That's all I want.
Did I say it didn't? I didn't. I just said you took the one like FTL, like you're saying that this game should have been Battlestar Galactica instead of Voyager. Okay, I mean,
No,
I don't think so.
I just said FTL.
That is
No,
what you said. I'm going fucking crazy. What do you?
You're not
I
going
can't
crazy, Crispy. I hear it too.
I can't ever win an argument because no matter what you're saying,
What are you talking about, Brad? You were like, you don't stop until you win every argument.
Yeah.
I know. This podcast is hard because
It is so hard. It
Chris
is so
Davis
hard.
and Nick are never on my side, and it feels bad.
That's
That's
not necessarily
factually
true.
incorrect.
That is not necessarily true. But this is what the people tune in for because we're all very
Chat.
different people.
Chat.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, chat? Look, you broke him. You broke him,
I
Brad.
don't like
He's-
the debate team always throwing in my face.
Well, you were the one who gave us the ammunition to
Well,
use
then
it in the first
fucking
place.
highlight another aspect of your personality. Jesus Christ.
No, it waves away any like sincerity, and that's what I don't. like,
well. There are times where like an argument goes on, and it's like, okay, we're reaching the point where this argument should probably be wrapping up, and
Your
somebody should be
arguments
conceding that
always
it's not
cross
you.
over into like how other people are wrong. You can't talk about loving Monster Hunter without being mad at people who don't like Monster Hunter. You talk about like, oh, you're just being a gatekeeper about sci-fi fantasy because I like my sci-fi fantasy and you don't like it's always somebody else is doing something wrong. Like it sucks.
I mean, I think that's what
I
you're
feel
doing
like we're
about what I was
crossing into
saying.
real territory here.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what I was. I mean, I'm not making broad statements like that. I don't. Yeah, that's not what was happening. Also, it's Monster Hunter Wilds. I think people are being a little mean about Wilds. It is like it was mostly negative on Steam, at some point. So
I mean, it ran
it's-
bad for a lot of people.
read
Yeah,
the
but it never
comments.
recovered. It never
No,
recovered.
it did. It did recover.
Slade says it's approaching 8 where we are. Bro, it's approaching 9 where we are. What are you
Yeah. I mean, here, look,
you
I'm
talking
recording. I'm recording.
I feel like Brad just threw a rock into the machine and then was
I'm
like, all right,
recording.
let's do this.
Nah. I think. I mean, I was not
You
making
all right,
any
Crispy?
grand statements. I mean, it was.
Chat, I do apologize.
Look.
I am running a week behind in videos, but I will get 864 up tomorrow.
How dare you, Chris Davis?
Blame Game of the Year.
I would say that takes priority. That takes precedent over the videos. I don't want to hit record until I know if Crispy's okay and
He's
back.
fine. He's just turned his camera off. Smoking
he's
a
not-
bowl or something. I don't know.
He's not
Whatever
talking
he's
either.
doing.
So
Yeah,
he's actually like screaming into a pillow right now.
You're all right, Crispy. He's fine. I thought I was making an innocent comment about my like of PSG, but no.
The thread
think
gets
it'll be
lost
fine.
so quickly when y'all let it devolve so far.
You know what the funny thing about
Okay,
being on the
I'm
debate
back.
team
Let's
was
go.
is it's very like organized, like timer based. You can't just like keep going. Like me being on the debate team is the opposite of what happens here every week. It's like very structured, stick to time limits. I mean, maybe if you
All
only
right.
watch presidential debates, it's chaos. But I'm saying like a Lincoln Douglas debate, it's very structured, organized, timed.
All right,
You
I'm
know.
recording. I'm officially recording.
I am
In fact, the
recording
judge
as well.
would just stop you if you kept going.
And everybody made sure they're recording with the
Okay.
right microphone.
You probably even just lose. I think I'm
All
good.
right, I'm recording.
Hold on, let me-
Alrighty.
let me
Okay.
restart my
Yes.
recording. I restarted.
Wonderful. All right, roll call for the first segment starts now. Brad,
Hello.
Crispy,
I think a Battlestar Galactica FTL game would make perfect sense.
Thank you.
But
Thank
that's
you,
not
Crispy.
what we were
Because the
talking
Cylons,
about.
they keep coming.
That's
the
not what
Cylons.
we were talking about.
Oh, let me
It
finish the
was
roll call.
when-
Chris
when I was
Chris
talking.
Davis.
There is a Battlestar Galactica FTL game coming. It's called Scattered Hopes, and there's a demo out right now on Steam.
Really?
Dang.
Is that supposed to be good?
I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
Y'all should play it.
I'm sorry. I got a little
Interesting.
heated. Shouldn't have done that.
That's
But it was
okay.
fine.
We all of us get a little heated from time to time. We've all been there. All right.
Got a little tender myself, so it's all right.
It's spicy tonight.
It's okay.
It's kind of nice.
It's okay.
All right.
We're gonna agree on things tonight, though, so that's what matters.
InMyLife.com has
I
just
fucking dare
resubscribed for
you.
37 months.
Damn. Thanks, Carlos. All right. We're going to start this bitch right now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to 4Player Podcast. This is episode 865. It is February 19th, 2026. I'm your host, Nick Henderson, joined tonight by Brad Simons.
Hello.
Christopher Guthridge.
Hello.
And Christopher Davis. Oh, my God.
Good evening.
What?
The
not Nick.
Photoshops that you put in the background of your thing usually
What?
contain my face on things, which is great. Now it's like, it's because I've seen this exact version of this Photoshop with my face, but now somebody's taken Dexter's face and put it on Tony Soprano.
Wait,
That's Tony Soprano, right?
You see Dexter?
There it is. There it is. This is
There it is.
that's me. That's my real hairline. All right. Anyways, hey everybody, welcome to the show. Video games. We're here to talk about them as always. Before we get to it, first of all, we do have a lot to talk about impressions-wise, and I was under the impression that we didn't have much news to talk about, but apparently a big news story happened this afternoon that I completely missed. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Sadly, yeah, we'll talk about the unexpected closure of Blue Point Games, which, what a gut punch. But we also have some fun games to talk about. We have Reanimal. We have Ghost, was it Sons of Sparta? God of War, Sons of Sparta. I don't know why I get tongue-tied trying to say that. And Eugenics. We're finally going to talk about Eugenics. So a lot of big stuff to talk about tonight.
Eugenics.
Eugenics, not to be confused with the other thing that I said.
Yeah.
Before we get started, of course, I want to make a couple quick announcements here. One, we're actively working on Game of the Year videos. I know since Chris Davis stopped sending out his October email, we've slipped right back into our previous bullshit schedule for these things. So expect our videos to start coming out by the end of the month, probably, hopefully, maybe,
they will,
and into March. Yeah.
Chris Davis is just as much as part of the delay as anybody else. But
I got tired of the threats on my life, is what happened.
No.
But that's how we operate. The thing is, the threats on your life were just fun games. When you stopped doing them, we were like, "What's wrong?" Where did it go?
October is a feel bad move. If those emails went out on December 1st, I think we would have always been fine.
At the very least, even November 1st. October is a little premature. Maybe we can find the right sweet spot.
I sent plenty of them in November and plenty of them in December too.
The point is, we're hard at work on the videos, i.e. Chris Davis is hard at work on the videos because he is our video producer. So thank you, Chris Davis. Also, we are in the midst of a rebranding and everything. So we are Chris Davis and I are having some back and forth, getting the new assets and everything ready for these videos. So they're going to look a little bit different than they usually do. So all these things take time. That is to say, when they do come out, we hope you watch them. 2025 is a pretty awesome year, I would say, in the world of gaming. So there's some good stuff to talk about there. So I hope you guys watch them.
It had at least one good video game.
At least one, but there will be many spoken about on said video. I do also want to mention I have locked myself into, I'm going to launch the new website, whether it's ready or not, on Sunday, February 22nd. That's in 48 hours, basically. So it's like 95% ready. I could have probably pulled the trigger on it already, but I'm like anal retentive about some things. So anyways, 4playernetwork.com will be back up and running at the end of the weekend. I hope you guys check it out. Keep that in mind. If you're listening to this at home, like after it's gone live on like Monday or whatever, it's out. Go check it out. 4playernetwork.com. But more importantly, Discord is really where it's at. That's where you should be. That's where we're all hanging out all the time, talking about games, talking about movies, talking about Battlestar Galactica, and things of that nature. You can find us at discord.gg/4player.
We start with God of War. think we need. To
we can
with God
start.
of
We
War.
can actually start with an icebreaker question first, and then we can do God of War. So, Popular Advantage from Minnesota sends in this question.
Hey,
He said,
popular advantage.
Popular Advantage. He says, is there a game that could be made into a TV show or movie that most people wouldn't think of being good?
God of War.
I would feel like Twisted Metal very easily falls into this category. Like, who the fuck would have thought that would have come out and been good? But now it's got
not
2
good.
seasons.
But
well,
it is weird
what
that
if they made
exists.
What if they
at
made an
all.
FTL show and it's about like following the
I mean,
ship,
they
or
basically
maybe
already
like a
did that.
convoy
I mean, they
of
basically
ships,
already
and
did
they're
that.
being
Chris Bay.
chased across the galaxy
Yeah.
by
By
a
robots?
fleet of powerful enemies. But the
Yeah.
writing's good.
Whoa.
that's the kicker.
Writing's
Damn.
I'm just joking.
I mean,
That's
let's be
actually
honest.
First couple
that's a-
seasons were.
I'm not
pretty
gonna
peak.
I'm not gonna harp on that one because it is a Ronald D. Moore show, and
It
that's
is
the
a
guy who
show
gave
that
us-
gets bad. I'm never gonna.
that
deny
is the man who gave us Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and wrote a lot of TNG too.
To bring back
Yes.
to bring it back to the question at hand, though, video games that could
Allegedly.
unexpectedly become good TV shows. I would say most video games that could be adapted into good TV shows are probably ones you wouldn't expect because
Yeah.
they've
You're
tried all the
not
obvious ones.
imaginative enough to think
How
of
about
that.
Mugenics?
Oh, I would not want to watch that
No.
show. The
That
first
would
thing
be
that happened
no.
in Mugenics is like my cats did incest. Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that took a turn. What about something like Hades?
Wow.
I mean, although that actually feels like it would fall very firmly into the category
Hades
of
should be a
like
show.
Castlevania becoming an anime or
This
something.
is
so
the
maybe that's
exact
not a good
opposite
example.
of like the Dispatch problem. Dispatch
Yeah.
should have been a show, not a game.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about
There
I mean,
is
I think,
a
like-
Mass Effect show in the works at Amazon right now.
do you
But
think a
that's
Slay the Spire
expected.
show would be
Yeah.
any good?
See, you got to go for like real deep cuts
No.
that sound weird to the like when they hit your ears, that make you go, "What the fuck?" That wouldn't be good.
Oh, okay.
But like maybe they
Is that
are.
what you do? No, I don't think that you have to do that. I think like
What about fuck it? I'm looking at my list of like games I've played
You
in the
have
past
to
year,
be
like
able to see a spark of like good storytelling in there, though, right?
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you make like a kid show, I think like Donkey Kong Bonanza. You know, a lot of Nintendo stuff has been turned into TV shows.
But the question,
yeah.
the question is not which ones should be turned into TV shows. The question is, what are some games that most people wouldn't assume would make good TV shows
Oh,
that could be adapted?
Desktop
like,
Survivors '98.
Sure, yeah. I mean, if that's, I would have to.
Vampire
That'd be one hell of a
Survivors?
pitch.
I mean,
I feel like
just-
Vampire Survivors is one of those games that if you adapted it, it would look and sound and resemble.
it would just be Castlevania.
It would be nothing like the
Because,
game.
A Cruelty Squad show would be
No. What? Some like Adult
Weird.
Swim slop?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'd love to see
yeah,
an
no,
XCOM
it's hard to
show.
answer because like you don't think of
Nubby's
I don't know.
Number Factory.
what? No, I don't. What is that show? What is the
Blueprints.
show?
I know.
Blueprints
That's what
could
I'm
be
saying.
a cool show. Killer
But I don't
7
think-
in the name of
But I
Harmon,
don't
of
think it
course.
would be a good show, right?
Dude,
Like I don't
Yeah,
think
it's-
Nubby's Number Factory would be a good show, but maybe someone could make it, and it would be cool.
in the name of Harmon, says Killer 7, of course. His name is in the name of Harmon. All of Suda's stuff, honestly, because he don't make good video games, but like I think those would be some good shows. You know, I just kind of
This-
want to watch them. I don't want to play them.
This would be fucking weird,
watch.
but Burnout Paradise.
What?
I feel like you got burnout.
It'd be a
I think you-
horrific show. Like
All
there's
the
no
cast
people
is
in those
dying
things. I
in car
guess.
accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It'd be horrible
Oh.
car accidents.
Yeah, that got dark really fast, actually. Oh
There's no
man.
people. They introduced motorcycles into that universe, and there was no people driving them. Wait,
Yeah,
no,
there
there
were.
was. There was people.
Yeah, yeah.
And the
Where did
people
they
were
go
okay.
when the crash happened? Where did they go when the crash happened?
The people
I
were
think they
okay?
just ragdoll them across the map and they focus on the motorcycle wreck.
they, just,
Whoa,
they just disappear.
really? Do they have people?
Thanks.
That's weird.
Yeah, I remember it happening.
Well, it's like Rocket League. There's no people in Rocket League.
Yeah.
Remote control. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, even like in the stands, it's like
Yeah, that's weird. That's dark.
cars.
Ooh.
Right?
Would a Plague Tale be a good TV show? I feel like that.
Oh,
No.
fuck yeah, it would.
No, shut
But
up.
that's very cinematic. That's like obvious,
Yeah.
right? That like
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah, I guess-
not obvious.
It's harder to. Yeah, it's really hard to find
Dude,
non.
like fucking Into the Breach. That's a show I want to watch. That's just
Yeah?
huge fucking mechs and giant bugs.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Mhm. Tactical Breach Wizards.
Well,
Oh, that'd be
yeah.
a good show.
It's got
that would-
it's got a colorful cast of characters that could be fun
It's
to
already
cast.
a good show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like that answer. I think that's the
Okay,
correct
I
answer.
think we answered the question.
Yeah, I think we've reached a consensus here. Tactical Breach Wizards, which was as I announced, I think last week or maybe the week before, was officially our 2024 Game of the Year.
What? Really?
Just yeah. Per our usual bullshit
Pretty
scoring
hype.
record.
Pretty high.
Yeah, Tactical Breach Wizards. All right. Brad has requested that we start tonight with God of War: Sons of Sparta, which I think is
I
appropriate.
wasn't gonna buy
because-
this. I wasn't gonna buy this.
But
But
Let me be clear here. This is going to be partly a fantasy critic conversation while we talk about this game. I did
'cause you
pick
got
it up.
Fucked.
I did pick it up for this. I did buy the game so I could talk about it on the podcast. Because it is
Did you
kind
feel an
of
obligation
interesting.
to do that because it was on your roster?
I felt an obligation to discuss the game because I don't think anybody else was going to do it. And it's like it went from like an unknown thing to a bit of a fantasy critic tragedy, but it's still really interesting what happened, how this played out, right? Because it was rumored
Yes.
for a long time via reliable sources. You know, Tom Henderson and Jeff Grubb both confirmed that they heard this thing existed. Now 2.5D floated around for a while. This game is certainly not 2.5D. And it was
Also,
an
it was-
unannounced. It got delayed. It got delayed. Like this was something that some people were already picking up last year for Fantasy Critic, and then they decided this year because once it got delayed, that usually is a sign that it's coming out really soon.
And you drafted this, didn't you?
No, I didn't
As
draft
an
this.
unannounced?
The
How'd
thing
you end
is,
up with
I was planning to draft it. I literally forgot about it because it wasn't like a very high. It wasn't a top pick, so it wasn't on like the first handful of pages on Fantasy Critic when you're looking at the list. I had it on one of my lists. I just sort of forgot it because my whole idea this year was, I'm kind of trying to be a little more bold, like not play it so fucking safe. I don't know, not be so nerdy about my picks. And this one, an unannounced game that we think is real, is exciting. A couple of years ago, Jeff Grubb gave me and the rest of the world the tip about Astrobot, and I picked that up for $1 because y'all didn't believe. I mean, it wasn't announced, right? And unannounced games you can get for cheap because most people don't want to fuck with unannounced games.
We were trigger. We were. What do you call it? We were gun shy when it comes
Gun shy.
to.
Yeah, and that's
unannounced
fair.
games,
But to me,
unless you
that
were
tells
me
me
and
that Jeff
you were
Grubb.
playing Mortal Kombat.
But to me, kind of like how
It's true.
people trust that Dust Golem does actually have sources at Capcom, at that point, that Jeff Grubb knows somebody at Sony who's saying that Astrobot exists, to me, that's like, okay, well, his Sony source is reliable. So I'm like, oh, I'll pick up this 2D God of War game. When I did that, I wasn't envisioning, including the rest of the world, something very different than what Sons of Sparta is. Because we were expecting... one, I think this to be more like actual like God of War original trilogy Kratos and less like teen Kratos, which is crazy.
So this is teen Kratos before he becomes a god, right?
Boy Kratos. This is boy Kratos before he becomes a god, long before he becomes a god. This is him and his brother as children, and they're aspiring like Spartans, and it's a 2D Metroidvania. It's not 2.5D, but importantly, I think at the time we also thought maybe like Sony Santa Monica was involved, which they are apparently involved. But really, this is an indie game farmed out to an indie studio that has like a mixed track record.
Which
But
I
here's
would
the
I
thing,
would imagine is because they're full steam ahead on the next like full God of War title.
Sure. But I just thought it was going to be a smaller project by a smaller team at the studio, kind of like Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, right? Which was a game that
which would have been sick.
Which when this game was rumored, that was what was being thrown around, kind of like a Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. We heard it was a Metroidvania and everything, and that was the one that was kind of like talked about a lot. It was the hot Metroidvania at the time from a big publisher like Ubisoft, like Sony, right? And I think that's what people were envisioning in their heads. Maybe even like a fancier version of that, because when you think of God of War, you think of spectacle and like, larger than life anything, right? The first thing I noticed when I watched the trailer of this is everything seems really small, which just feels wrong for God of War. Even the bosses feel small. Like, why is this boss that's towering over tiny Kratos still only like a third of the size of the screen? It seems very not God of War. But whatever.
Well, I think
if I had to guess, when you play as Teen Kratos, it looks very low budget, and
is the emphasis not on trying to make the environments feel bigger as opposed to like the monsters?
I mean, it's not that either. Like I'm not going to like give this game any sort of like the benefit of the doubt or make any excuses. Like this is a genre that is very well represented in the indie space from studios much better than Mega Cat Studios, I guess. And the truth is that this game, we just came off of playing like Silk Song and shit. Like it's not fair to like compare it to that. But honestly, I've been playing, this has been like my genre of choice outside of like strategy RPGs and tactics games, like for a very, very long time. I'm a Castlevania and Metroid guy, the namesake of the fucking genre. I played a lot of these, right? And this ain't one of the greats. It ain't one of the greats, right? And I don't know if I was ever expecting that. I didn't expect that out of like Prince of Persia, but Prince of Persia really wowed me and wowed everybody else. Look. Elephant in the room is that this game is scored quite poorly. In fact, it's been going down. Right now, I think it's currently
when I first saw
67.
When I first saw it, it was like 76, I think, and it just steadily dropped.
So as I've been playing this game, which I've played like 4 to 5 hours, maybe, it feels like a mid-70s Metroidvania. It honestly feels like nothing.
Which
honestly, like the genre bar has been very raised, like very much raised, and this ain't that. It's a little clunky, but the spear combat feels pretty good. It's very block and counter based. You're a Spartan, so you have a big Spartan shield and a Spartan spear or whatever, right? And so it's all about defense and then attacking and lunging, and it's not innovative, but it feels pretty good, right? And you do start to get some godlike abilities that sort of fill out your Metroidvania kit, but even then it's not very like flashy. Like this is for a series that is very flashy and like full of spectacle. This is a very feels like a very conservative Metroidvania, which just
which is not something you ever really want to be, not a term you really want used to describe a God of War game.
It is pretty story driven, but like and it is fully voice acted and everything, but like the voice acting feels a little like you're hanging out with your brother a lot. He's not really next to you when you're adventuring, but he shows up at like story moments. Like you're searching for someone who went missing in this Spartan town or whatever, right? And no, for some reason, no one's looking for him. So you're going to be the ones looking for him. So you are kind of like splitting up a lot and like coming together. So he kind of shows up for all like the story sequences, and he just sort of walks into screen and everything stops for a second as y'all have a chat. And his voice acting doesn't seem that great. He sounds way more like a snivelly teenager than you do. You're not like Kratos, but you're a bit of a self-serious teenager who takes his duty to Sparta very seriously, right?
I thought you were talking about one of us. I was like, bitch, who are you calling a sniveling teenager? And then I was like, oh, I get it. Kratos.
I mean,
sorry, I misinterpreted what you said.
You clearly.
Wait, is this not the original voice actor from the original trilogy, or is that?
No, it's a fucking teenager. Now, T.C. Carson, the original Kratos. T.C. Carson narrates, so he's telling a story to Calliope, right? And that's this story. So it's sort of like the Princess
So he
Bride
is
framing or
involved.
whatever. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
telling the story, and sometimes it cuts to that conversation, right, where she's like interrupting and whatnot, and he's like
Yeah.
girl or whatever the fuck he says. TC Carson would never say girl. He's so. Can we talk about TC Carson? Oh, we talked about him last week, right? That dude had so much aura at the fucking State of Play, man. That guy's sick.
Yeah.
Bring
Yeah.
that Kratos back, or just let him be.
Well, they're
around, just
remaking the
actor.
trilogy. They're
Yeah,
remaking
but
the
we know what
trilogy,
that Kratos is, and that Kratos kind of sucks. I just want TC Carson in the game, like as himself. Guy was cool. He had a nice sweater and everything. What was going on there? Do you think they wanted him to dress differently? I bet they did for his video. Whatever.
Like
He's
they
like,
they wanted him to, and he was
He's
like, "No,
he's
this
like,
is
if you
what
want
I'm
me, you're
wearing."
getting TC.
You think
and
they-
this
they
is
were like-
TC? Yeah, I could just. He seems like a guy
You
who
want
talks about
TC
himself
at
in the third
6,
person.
I gotta be TC at 10.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice sweater. Look, man, I don't know. I think people are out for blood. I think people are out for blood.
I gotta go
think
look at the sweater again.
What is
I
this?
think-
What?
because during the State of Play, the whole God of War thing was hosted by TC Carson.
Oh.
Anyways,
I looked up the voice actor for young
Nobody
Kratos
got
heads,
it?
and it's Anthony Del Rio,
Exactly.
and he actually
fuck is
played
that?
Kratos previously.
What?
young Kratos
Oh.
before, yeah.
Yeah,
like
in,
they're-
God of War
I think they're
Ascension.
trying to. This is related to, like Deimos, your brother is. I mean, there was like a whole game about him, Ghosts of Sparta or whatever, right? But
Yeah.
Whatever. It's besides the fucking point. Is that this game is like a pretty average Metroidvania with some like neat ideas. It's not like very flashy. It's honestly a little bland looking, bad looking, muted maybe. I don't know. It's not a very fancy looking game, and I think because it's coming,
It looks
like,
kind of blasphemous to me.
Okay,
but not as
that's
nice.
a fucking insult. Blasphemous is
To
gorgeous.
blasphemous?
Yes, it's an
Yeah.
insult to blasphemous. Blasphemous is a game that like
I said
its
kind of.
visuals
I
are
said-
some of like the best parts about it.
I don't
The-
disagree with you. I
The
I said
visuals are one
kind
of the worst parts about this game, truthfully.
That's not nice.
I-
I don't think this game looks that bad.
look, I want to be clear here. There is on topic.
Oh.
There are people being very not nice to this game, and I think because Sony Santa Monica's on it, because this is like God of War is a premier first party franchise from Sony, that it there are certain expectations, I think, and because this game is like pretty far below what I guess expectations, or at least what people were envisioning in their head. Because, like I said, this game was long rumored. I think people are like kind of out for blood a little bit, like
I
because
think
it does
people-
feel like a
because
game that's
people
like a
thought-
mid '70s Metroidvania that has now slipped into the '60s. And I'm like, look, dog, it ain't that bad.
Was
Like,
the
what the hell?
Metroidvania part of it always part of the rumors, or was there?
Yeah,
a
it was
time when
always
people
part of the
thought
rumors.
This
Al-
was...
Always part of the rumors. 2.5D.
So no one ever thought this was like the third God of War, but
Oh,
now
no.
they're going back.
People,
to...
I think people expected something more flashy though. Like
but here's-
at the
here's-
very least, Prince of Persia, or like remember when Lords of Shadows had like a side-scrolling Metroidvania? It was very like, Lords of Shadows was already like a God of War knockoff, right? One of the things I
Yeah.
hated about it, and they sort of translated that to like side-scrolling, but it would still had like very God of War-y type combat. I'm just saying there was a lot of things swirling in my head, and this sure as shit wasn't it.
I think
And-
some people have forgotten though that there have already been a handful of God of War projects that feel not as grand as the core
War?
series. Yeah, like the Ghosts of Sparta game that you talked about.
But for
but-
PSP games, those were like the craziest looking games on PSP. Like it's always been a visually spectacular series.
I
that
think maybe the
scores really
platform-
high.
Maybe the platform is the problem because we're not. If this came out and it was like on a hand, well, I guess no. I mean, because
No, like I'm saying,
There's plenty of
like
game-
I play a lot of Metroidvanias, and like this would feel dated even for a 10-year-old Metroidvania. It feels old and looks dated. Like the bar has been raised, and like God of War is always a series that has scored like outside of like God of War Ascension over like 90, right? Like the core series is a extremely well received.
even those PSP
success-
games,
those are like some of the highest rated PSP games. Absolutely. I mean,
I
there was a
like
handheld tax, right? All handheld games get scored a little bit lower, but I mean, the truth is, absolutely, yeah. Like those are very well received games all around. This is not. It was never even ever close to like 67, which seems crazy. Not that it should be scoring like mid to 80s to low 90s. I don't think that it deserves that either. But this seems like something that feels like a 75 or something, but
Right.
is being sort of taken to task a little bit. And I think part of it is because it's like very visually unspectacular. But I mean,
Man, no.
I don't. What do you want? What do you? I mean, what? It's not. It's not. You
Every
can't be
time
like
you
Prince
say
of
that,
Persia
I'm
looks
looking at the
mad.
screen and I'm like, this actually looks kind of visually stunning to me. But that's just me.
Visually stunning. You boot this shit up on your PS4 and you tell me that again, or your PS5.
That is fair. That is
Freudian
fair. I
slip.
am not playing it on it, but I'm like I am a fan of a general fan of the general like art style. And
Zero
it's got,
Skies in
I don't
chat
know.
says God of War Chains of Olympus is a 91. I don't think like
Man, I've
that's not
played
even a
Chains of
mainline
Olympus.
game. Like no mainline game, a God of War game has ever scored below 90.
I don't think I've ever cared about a God of War game outside of the like core trilogy and the new games. And I've played all of
I mean,
them except
that's
for
fair. I mean, I guess that a lot of people are like that, but I mean,
I know.
I'm saying like in the this is way below those God of War games on PSP, which were good. They're good games.
But I do think there's a part of this reception that is, I mean, you're probably right. Like people got it in their head they were expecting the Lost Crown, and because it's not the Lost Crown, they're just like ripping in a new asshole.
It does feel like it's being ripped a new asshole, and you can disagree with me on the visuals, but like it's almost on the internet, it's almost all people are complaining about is how it looks ugly.
It was a shadow drop too, which I think is
so this is the Fantasy Critics storyline, right? The thing is, nobody knew what this game looked like, and then they just shadow dropped it, which means if you had it in your league, you couldn't drop it. Like you just were stuck with it, right? Any other announcement, you could be like, well, this certainly wasn't what I was expecting. This looks like shit. I'm going to drop it at the end of the week. I couldn't do that. I absolutely would have. I was not impressed by what I saw. I was horrified by what I saw at the State of Play.
I will say this. I'm having trouble trying to like gauge your actual feelings on this game because sometimes it sounds like you're saying the game is not that bad.
No, it's a middling Metroidvania, which isn't good enough for this genre anymore. Like I pass on these all the time. Like there's so many Metroidvanias,
well, there's too many of them,
like I have played so many good ones. I don't want to play a mediocre one of these. And if it wasn't for the podcast, I would not have bought this. I would not have played this. I probably wouldn't have played it even as far as I did, mostly because right now I'm playing like really good and addictive video games, namely Neo 3 and Mugenics. And it feels bad because I want to be playing those games, but
I admire your dedication
I'm a podcast
to the cause.
homie. I play games for the podcast, right?
Also,
And
I mean, I
it's-
think it was
it's
worthwhile doing because
interesting.
of because it's on your league, and it is interesting.
But
It is
not
an
even for
interesting-
that. I think in general, it's just kind of an interesting release. As Shadow dropped, you know how like everybody went out and bought fucking what's the fucking Tango game, the fucking Shadow Drop Tango game, Hi-Fi Rush, right?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, the game just fucking out. There was some excitement to just go out and buy it and play it. There's some people talking shit that this is $30, and I don't know. Maybe Nick thinks it's gorgeous, but does this look like a $30 game to you?
I mean,
people seem
we could
pissed.
have that. We could have that
$20.
conversation. Was it really
Not that-
$20? It was $20.
Yeah, that's horseshit. There are a lot of indie devs who are pissed about that one, but
I mean, because
people are saying-
they can afford to release their game at $20 because everybody under the sun is going to buy it. So it'll.
Eat cheese in chat, you motherfucker. He said, Brad, you were going to have to buy this game at the end of the year anyway, implying that I'm going to be in last place for Fantasy Critic and have to play my lowest reviewed game.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
so fucked
taking
up.
one L is maybe you're jumping the gun a little bit, thinking Brad's going to be in last place after taking one L in February.
He said the game looks boring, and like truth is, like that might be the game's biggest flaw is that it's a little slow at times, but it's not bad, and it's like just challenging enough. And here's
See?
a thing that
See?
I would say is like a really good like a thumbs up. that it's a side effect of this being published by Sony. And it's funny because I think I was just talking about this with Neo 3, which is a Sony published franchise. So it has a lot of like those accessibility options. I think I was talking about that last week. Because this is a Sony first party published game, like there's a ton of options like customization, accessibility, just lots of like tweaking the HUD, like all kinds of stuff, because that's sort of like the Sony first party expectation. And I'm certainly not used to that in a Metroidvania. Like you can turn off turn off guided mode, you can turn off the HUD, you can turn off like all the different pop-ups that pop up. And that's really cool. And I definitely felt like I have with some of those Team Ninja games, like Rise of the Ronin, which was also Sony published, like going into the menu and like heavily tweaking it, in my opinion, like really improved that experience, at least with Rise of the Ronin and to a certain extent, the Neo games. And here I could see you could have a very different experience, like playing this game with everything turned on versus like this game with a lot of stuff turned off on like hard or something. One of the most annoying parts of it is the UI. I like God of War 2018 a lot. Ragnarok, I'm less high on, but I do think it's a good game. One of the worst parts about those games, in my opinion, is the menu UI, which not only is like weirdly confusing and like annoying to navigate, but it doesn't even feel like it's like part of that universe. It just feels like a little too modern and sleek, and it just feels bad. And that stuff is in this game. Like they tried to emulate like that sort of clean, boxy modern God of War UI, and it doesn't work at all, right?
It is a bit of an odd design choice.
Yeah, old Kratos, like his level up bar was just like fucking blood dripping from his stupid fucking chains of Olympus, right? Which PS2 and that PS2 Kratos felt appropriate, like fill up the fucking blood meter and get the next skill. Like that's what I want out of this. Not fucking that sleek Ragnarok, boxes everywhere. It just feels wrong. And because it's not doing nearly as much. It just looks a little like empty too at times. This feels like a game that was this indie devs project that Sony stepped in to try to like juice it up a little. And I feel like those two things like merging feels really wrong. Like I feel like the UI and all the pop-ups and stuff feel like stuff was added late. Another thing is the music in this game ranges from like as if this game was on like a Super Nintendo God of War, like not quite like chip tunes, but like certainly very like 90s video gaming music, which maybe is what they were going for, like the dev the whole fucking time to, oh, this is like a regular God of War ass track from like a modern God of War game. And I think they actually brought in Bear McCreary to like do some of the music. And let me tell you, jumping back and forth between those types of songs feels fucking weird. So weird. Like they tried to turn this into something that it wasn't, and it's kind of off-putting. Like strange, off-putting. But that might be the Sony Santa Monica like trying to salvage a project they didn't think was gonna pop. And sure enough, I don't think it did pop. And I don't think they saved it. I think they might have just made it a little more weird. I don't know. It's not working. But it is definitely it ain't a 67. It ain't a 67.
It is definitely the first interesting release like story of the year. I was just
well, I mean, Highguard, right? I think Highguard was the first like, weird controversial thing. I mean that game's already like they laid off almost all those people. It's not gone yet, but
their website is down now.
Is that
well, if you go, it's just a splash page that's just like
and the Discord link in that splash page goes to a Discord channel that's not the official Highguard Discord channel. So like what?
Jesus. Sorry, we're getting off topic here. That's
also their secret investor was Tencent. So,
yeah,
it was a Tencent game.
But
it wasn't indie after all.
Truth is, if this almost feels like a handheld game in a world where like Sony still has a handheld, right? But even then, again, God of War was a spectacular handheld game, so it it doesn't really feel like a God of War game, and maybe it shouldn't be a God of War game, and maybe that's why people are coming down hard on it. It's just kind of a average Metroidvania, and let me tell you, as an unannounced game that we had never seen before, that I believed was real and turned out to be real, I think it was a cool Fantasy Critic pickup for kind of my vibe this year, right?
Yeah.
But again, everybody, even the people who counterpicked it, because a lot of people counterpicked it because people like to counterpick unannounced games because they're like, well, I don't believe that exists because I have not seen it. No one was expecting this. No one was expecting a tragedy. All the counterpickers were just hoping it wouldn't come out. It didn't exist. And now they're like, oh yeah. This is my plan the whole time was that it was going to be dog shit. No, you fucking assholes. It's
hindsight is 2020.
Exactly.
Not everything could be Mortal Kombat 12.
This
Okay,
motherfucker's
first of all, that was
never
Mortal
never
Kombat
gonna-
1, right? Mortal Kombat 1, bro. That was the whole thing. 1.
No
Right.
rebuttal for Chris Davis. Okay.
Yes, you got that.
Before we talk eugenics, I have a new game I want to talk about. Because I played through Reanimal over the weekend. This is the new game from Tarsier, which is the studio that made Little Nightmares. And we've seen this game pop up quite a bit over the past year or so leading up to it, and it's one of those weird things because last year they released Little Nightmares 3, not from this studio. What was the studio that worked on that?
Super Giant or Super something?
Yeah,
Supermassive.
Supermassive.
You used to have a
Supermassive.
tattoo. You got your supermassive tattoo removed? What the fuck?
Shut up. Supermassive came out and did Little Nightmares 3. Reanimal is from the original creators of Little Nightmares. New IP, but it looks like if you had just slapped Little Nightmares 3 on this, I don't think anybody would have flinched. Which is kind of weird. It's like we have 2 Little Nightmares 3s out there in the world.
You're saying like if this was Little Nightmares 3,
nobody would have questioned it.
It would still be like a glow up for the series, though, right? Like,
yeah,
this is
I mean,
slightly higher production than Little Nightmares 1 and 2.
But
or no?
Little Nightmares has a very distinct visual style that this is 100% using.
Absolutely.
Like it's got the same
This is a Little Nightmares
kind of
game.
Yeah, it's a Little Nightmares
filed
game
off.
with just with some big set pieces worked in, and it does genuinely try some things that if I recall, I've played Little Nightmares 1 or 2. I don't remember them super clearly, but I don't think there was combat of any kind in those games.
There was.
Was there?
Yeah, well, I mean, there was like you had like a sledgehammer, and you were like beating up porcelain dolls in the second one. Sledgehammer? You were like smashing dolls in the second one. I think there was.
Well,
like
if that's the case, because 2 is the one I remember the least.
Yeah. It wasn't like the whole game or anything, but there was definitely some...
And I'm not saying this game is either. I guess that just means that the gap is narrowing even further between Little Nightmares and Reanimal. Because the things that stood out to me that made this unique were the fact that there are sequences where you are fighting enemies and you can sometimes you get attacked by birds and you have to like defend yourself against flocks of birds and stuff. But it's all very, very simple, and 90% of the game is kind of like that haunted house kind of just like buckle up and go for the ride kind of thing.
Big monstrous things, right?
Big monstrous things
creepy. Following
like every chapter kind of has its own like big bad that you have to like evade and stuff, and that's very Little Nightmares. And kind of it does some cool things because narratively speaking, because obviously the game doesn't have any the series has never had this like very upfront. It's never upfront about its storytelling. It's all very kind of like there's no dialogue really. It's very minimal in dialogue anyways, and you're just kind of like watching these things unfold and happen, and they're often like horrifying. It feels like you're running through like a dream, having like a weird trip.
There is talking in this one, right?
There is a
the
little bit of
first two
talking.
had zero speaking.
Yeah, I think the main differentiator here is that like the story has you kind of like meeting up with other kids because like you start out by yourself, you wake up on this boat, you meet another character very early on, or actually while you're still on the boat, and you're kind of like trying to escape this place. And as you're going through it, you're finding more of your friends, and they're kind of joining your group. By the end of the game, you have like 4 or 5 people following you, and they'll say things to each other periodically. But
Out
it's
loud.
it's out loud. Yeah, it's spoken, but it's all
But
very
minimal. Like
very
Mr.
very
Bean
minimal.
style.
Sure, yeah, it's very.
Can't
In fact, sometimes
talk.
it's kind of surprising when they talk. It's like, oh god, I forgot you could talk. It's very strange. But like, I guess what I'll this game is really cool, but not
It's
for
not very
anything like
ambitious.
it's not very like it doesn't feel ambitious because it is literally Little Nightmares. But like it does some really cool things narratively. Like there's this weird like um as things start to happen that they're showing you like bits and pieces of this flashback that looks like these that kind of suggests that these kids it's kind of hard to interpret. It looks like these kids threw a sheep down a well. Like
Ugh.
and part of me I was like, is this about like animal cruelty or something? And this is like I
I
was
think
trying to
that's
like kind of
part
like
of it. Like that thematically. I mean, it's Reanimal. Ever since the reveal, it definitely seemed like animal
yeah, I mean
torture
a-
or tortured animals were a part of the.
there
Yeah.
are lots of like creepy misshapen animals that are like pretty horrifying in this game. But then there's also like the same kind of like big tall slender man looking dude that like chases you around
Yeah, man.
and
This
stuff.
is
So
like
I don't know.
this is all about the meat packing industry. I get it. I get it.
I mean maybe. I mean it does play
It's
pretty
the
fast and
jungle.
loose with like I mean it's one of those games where you play it and you're like I'm not entirely sure what the message was here explicitly, but I like what it was doing and
This is
how it was
always
going
this
about
is
doing it.
like I don't want to get into it, but this is kind of always how I felt about this series is that I think they're pretty into like their horror imagery, but there ain't much there beyond that. This feels
Yeah.
like the Journey clones of Limbo clones. What am I trying to
What I
say?
will say,
Like Sword of the Sea is to Journey as this is to Limbo.
sure.
Like
What I
visually
will
interesting, but not much beyond that.
they do go big with the set pieces in this game though compared to Little Nightmares
Which is what I
because
was expecting, yeah.
there's like one area where you're driving around this kind of like open city on a boat and you have harpoons and there's monsters coming out of the water and you're shooting them with the harpoons uh and you have to switch between using your lantern to guide yourself and switching to the harpoons to fight
So
and then there's
Doom
like
3 like.
yeah, and then there's like a giant puzzle you have to do in this big open area full of water. But then there's also like a sequence later on in the game with like a tank and shit. Like it gets pretty crazy and
This is
it
what
gets pretty
appealed to me about it.
varied.
Like I feel like the trailers were pretty good for this. This is one that I was
Yeah,
surprised no one picked up in Fantasy Critic because it always seemed
I
like it's probably not going to score lower than Little Nightmares 1 or 2. It's probably going to be around there, right? And
yeah,
it could
which is
even
like
go higher
which makes it
because it
like an
seems like
80.
a bigger production. Well,
Sure. The only reason I didn't
Little
draft it
Nightmares
is
2
because
is
I
low
was
80s.
trying to be more ambitious. I was trying to be more ambitious, and I was like, this
Oh,
feels like a safe
you
pickup.
were Nick. You were trying to be more
It
ambitious.
feels like a safe pickup, but not a safe pickup if you want to pull in like mucho points. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
but
that's kind of
I
what
think
it's like an 81. It's an
the
81.
potential was there though for like more mid 80s because it was like a bit of a step up for them. I thought at a glance at least, but and
Yeah.
you know what?
And
I played the demo for Reanimal after playing the demo for Little Nightmares 3, and it was so dramatically less boring. Even though you weren't doing anything, it was like it to me it pointed everything that was wrong with Little Nightmares 3. It just sort of it was like, okay, these are the people who made Little Nightmares.
They
And
know
these
what
other
they're
people
doing.
clearly do not make Little Nightmares. They're like emulating something that they've seen.
It's just crazy that we have two games that could easily pass for Little Nightmares 3 at the same
But
almost
like
the same
Little
time.
Nightmares
It's
3 looks like shit compared to this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
have you
This
seen
is
or played Little Nightmares 3? It's just
like, look at this footage, man. I'm getting attacked by this giant man-eating pelican while like swarms of birds attack me as I run across like a collapsing bridge. Like it's crazy. This game gets nuts. It's cool. I will say
it's
this
short.
though.
I heard it's short.
It's 4 hours. I finished it in like 2 sittings. And it is $40, which is maybe a steep price.
Are like the
I've been
puzzles
hesitating
good?
to. I mean, they're as good as they've ever been in a Little Nightmares game.
Which is not amazing, right? And maybe
They're
sometimes a
not
little
like
tedious.
They're not
Like,
super
oh, I gotta
complex.
move this thing now, and
I never really got stuck.
It's like whatever Playdead is working on is gonna eventually come out, and it's gonna be like, we're gonna feel so stupid for having ever wasted our time with the Little Nightmares game. That's what I feel like is gonna happen. Like all of these, there's been a ton of like Limbo and Inside likes since those games have released that just seem so boring in comparison. Like, truthfully, so boring. And it's kind of what I feel about the Journey likes, right? Like, it's like, I get that you like Inside, but like, I mean, whatever. At least Little Nightmares is like slightly spooky or whatever.
Yeah, it's man. I'll just say this: if you like
This
Little
is a good
Nightmares, this is the
Gamefly
best.
game.
This is the best Little Nightmares ever made.
Okay. I mean,
I
that's
think
enough
that's
for
a
me.
safe. Yeah, I think that's
For a safe series.
safe
that is what I want to hear, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. I definitely don't regret it. It was $40, and I've been like putting off specifically buying Mafia, the Old Country, and Chronos: The New Dawn, or whatever that fucking game is called.
Yeah.
Because I'm like waiting for them to drop below $40, and I'm like, why did I just go out on a whim and buy a $40 game that I beat in 4 hours? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I mean,
Yeah.
not that
I mean, that's what I'm gonna Gamefly it. Perfect. Can I say that like
it's a wait? What are you doing? It's in our fucking Steam library. Don't GameFly it.
Oh yeah.
I bought it on Steam.
Perfect.
Any one of
I'm
y'all can
assuming
play
my
this.
computer can run it okay, but oh, that's a good point. Can I say like Tarsier?
I did try it on
games,
Steam Deck. Doesn't run very well on Steam
Tarsier
Deck.
games. Can y'all like make like a Souls-like or something now, please? Just like stop making these, please. You know, it could still be like this type of horror or whatever. Just make a different genre.
You can
Please,
still
God.
do vibes.
Yeah.
You got the vibes. We believe you. We got you. We know that you can give us the vibes. But like, for the love of God, try something maybe a little deeper as far as mechanically speaking. But still a cool game. Definitely recommend. All right, let's talk
Just
about the
so
cat
you know,
game.
Nick. Yeah.
What?
I was going to tell you that both Chronos and Mafia are on sale for like $33 at various different sites.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
But I specifically want them on Steam.
Yeah, they'll give you Steam codes.
Okay, Steam codes. Okay, that's fair. All right, let's talk about Mugenics.
Mugenics, the new game from Edmund McMillan and Tyler Barber.
Tell us about
like,
the cat incest, Crispy.
Oh, okay. Oh, Crispy.
Is that really a thing?
Take it away.
That was the
Crispy.
first thing. Like, no. I'm just saying that, like, because the whole point is that you do runs with a team of cats, right? And then when you bring them back, you just keep them as pets. They don't get to go on any more runs.
So,
and they breed.
I kind of want to set up this footage real quick because it's a little awkward. Due to the nature of this being like a long form roguelike where you go on very long runs, akin to there's various games that you could compare this to. Why is the footage tiny? Okay, there it is. I was in the very end of a run. I just beat a boss, and I could go on to the next area, or I can go back to my house. So I was like, well, I'll go back to my house so that they can watch some cat shit. And then I was like, oh, something big in this game is about to happen, and I can't avoid it. So I guess this is what the footage is going to have to be. So I'm kind of dicking around in my house with my cats, and they're dicking around with each other, of course. And then I just have to do this thing, which is it's still a fight, but it's kind of like there's world bosses in the game that kind of attack your homestead. So if you don't want to see that, maybe click away. But it's nothing like it's the first major boss that attacks. So it's just a fight. I'm just giving you a heads up. It's a cat breeding / tactical
What the
roguelike game.
fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting the cats to
No,
actually.
that's how you
fucking-
get new cats. Like
Yeah.
they
I
fuck each
mean,
other and make kittens.
Can I
and
say
then
I've been
raise
playing this on my
Yeah.
Steam Deck? I've been playing this on my Steam Deck. There is an option in the menus that everyone needs to go and turn on, and it's that to turn the fucking animations from like X-rated to there's X-rated, and then there's safe, and then there's like random. You need to turn on random. It is fucking brilliant. So I installed this on my PC so I can record footage, and that option was off. So when I got to the breeding, it was just regular fucking. But what they do when you click it to random is fucking brilliant. Like they do insane animations, like they draw like a fucking pentagram and like rub themselves on the pentagram, and all of a sudden there's like a baby.
What?
Like they do crazy baby making animations if you turn it to random. So the first thing you should do
That's
is go into
amazing.
the settings and change the fucking animations to random, because there's some hilarious ass shit.
I did not know that.
With that said,
That's
there's still some
brilliant.
regular funky.
I wonder if there was just like one person at the studio. They're like, "All right, your job is to think of all the most ridiculous ways cats could breed. That's
Okay.
all you do."
I want to set this up a little bit for like the touchstones, that points or whatever that people are familiar with. Think like an XCOM with cats, but like a roguelike, right? But truth is, what I'm reminded of is a lot of stuff like Wildermyth. Y'all remember me talking about Wildermyth, a game I really liked?
Yeah.
How could we
I
forget?
played a bunch of Wildermyth.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's true. I
Yeah.
forgot I had a fellow Wildermyth homie.
We're not all
It is,
disappointing to you,
but yeah,
Brad.
it is that like RPG class style. Yeah.
Wildermyth, I think of also like Banner Saga, and like kind of like the small form like tactics grids where it's just you and a few other units just kind of slugging it out. Also things like Darkest Dungeon, of course, because you are, even though you go on runs and your people come back kind of fucked up, like you're kind of managing a larger group of people who you're going to keep sending out on runs and kind of managing their well-being back at your home. And not and as far as like the breeding goes, it's very Massive Chalice. Do y'all remember Massive Chalice?
Yeah.
Where you had like your heirs, like you would, generations of tactical people who would
Yeah.
get some of your traits.
Really cool.
But you got to think it's not only from the creator of Super Meat Boy, but also Binding of Isaac, which is like the breakout game for these guys, and that game is famous for like having very simple like idea of kind of like this Zelda dungeon roguelike thing, but then having a million different items that do crazy shit, and by the halfway through your run, things have become so insane, like you're either like super overpowered or you just have some weird shit. But like all your runs are going to be different, right? Because there's so many different items, and the combinations of the different items like lead to just insane roguelike runs, and that's sort of the Binding of Isaac touchstone. And that is all here, but it's a tactical roguelike game with breeding. So it has like all these insane items and skills that are not like the typical sort of skills and items you see in this type of game. There are abilities and items and mutations and stuff that can seem very bad or can actually be very bad, and the whole vibe of the game is just kind of working with what you got, which is again very Darkest Dungeon, right? Like bringing like these people who have gone through, so they're bringing their traumas and their quirks and their deficiencies into dungeons and just trying to survive, and that's what it feels like here. With sometimes you're bringing very bad cats or very good cats with bad attributes who have seen so one interesting thing about this game, and I think it's a balancing thing, is any cat that's been on a run can never go on a run again. Like they can become someone's parents, they can breed and make children that have some of their traits, right? That's the whole idea, right? But you can never send a cat back out on a run. And
They retire after one run.
No, they're literally
it's
called
they're retired. And I think that's because, again, very Binding of Isaac, it's very easy to like stumble into some incredibly broken shit. And like to
Yeah.
have a cat that's just so fucking overpowered that it's like, if you could keep bringing that cat on runs, the game would not be fun anymore. So the fact that you have to retire them and they could just maybe be someone's dad one day is honestly, it works perfectly. It works perfectly. It lets a roguelike as insane as Binding of Isaac have a long form campaign style thing like a Darkest Dungeon, and it's smart. It really works. And the game's hilarious, and it has great fucking music, and you have very memorable encounters because your cats are they're so good at like doing really powerful shit, but they're also so good at like shitting the bed. And it even has like
a real cat.
very
and literally
spelunky style like chaos where this thing is going to knock into that thing, which is going to like trigger this thing, and now everything's on fire. Very like Larian tactics games as well, where all the elements are reacting to each other in like sometimes intuitive ways, but mostly just like extreme chaos. Everyone's on fire, and that stuff's great. Like it's perfect for this type of game. But cats are gonna die, and they're gonna die very quickly in a very spelunky type way sometimes, unforeseen and are you fucking kidding me type deaths, right? But at the same time, it's all good because that cat was never going to go on another run anyways, and so he just needs to scrape by the end of this run. I just need to get back to the house so I don't lose all my fucking items.
You get back to the house and there's like one cat that's a god and like a cat that's like missing 2 legs and like can't walk anymore. Like some of them get real fucked up.
Dude, it's so it shit could go bad so quickly because there's items like here's it's like a little transmitter and it says this with like a big giant button on it and it says press this button and you'll cast a spell, any fucking spell. I don't know what it's gonna happen. I don't know who it's gonna happen to. Just cast a fucking spell. And the first time I pressed it, I was like, dear, not only basically did I just instantly kill a cat, but like I'm like, I can never press this button again. This is insane. Now, maybe if I have like a cat with a really high luck, I'm learning that like luck has way more influence on things than I realized, both positive and negative. But like shit went so bad. I was fighting a boss and I pressed that button and it did this thing called Soulbind, which is a necromancer ability that you're supposed to use on like 2 different enemies. And what it does is like it connects the soul of 2 enemies. So every time you attack one enemy, it's going to attack another enemy, right? At the same time, but it casts this random spell on one of my cats and the boss, which I had to do like 200 damage to. So like, I have to do 200 damage to this boss, and this cat is now sharing his health. So, or is sharing the damage that he takes. So this cat is just dead. I pressed this button and I've murdered this cat. And it's like, but you know what? I still scraped by, and it was fun.
Hypothetically speaking, could you not have attacked the cat and done damage to the boss?
I could have, but it doesn't matter because that cat didn't have much health anyways. It was he lived a very short life. He died basically the very next round. And maybe there was something I could have done. I don't know. Like the game is like very reactive, but it is kind of intuitive. Like some of the way the elements react and some of the way things like will bounce around. Like it's definitely a kind of game where it rewards like your curiosity with some of that stuff. Like surprisingly, especially given like how like crazy the abilities can get. Like I've not gotten this one, but I heard something about it where it's like, no, I have seen the ability, but I didn't get it. It's called like your cat can now eat rocks. But
what the fuck?
I found out that like there are rock-based enemies and bosses that have the rock flag, so you can just eat them because they're rocks. It's stuff like that. It's like, but like it's so broken, right? But since the game is like, it allows for broken shit and is also incredibly unfair at times. It makes sense. It's okay. In fact, my most powerful cat is probably one I had on my very first run. And that, man, let me tell you, I've never had a cat that lived up to that, homie. All his children are disappointments, and all his children and grandchildren are disappointments. My God.
Even the ones he mated with personally?
Yes.
I feel like how many cats are you ultimately gonna have at any given time?
Because like Nick, you get so many. Like in a run, you have 4, but like at your house, it's every cat you've ever sent. Plus,
that hasn't
stray
died.
cats show up.
Stray cats
that hasn't died. Stray cats,
But stray
show up,
cats
like,
are
every day.
essential because inbreeding is very bad. If there's too much
Yeah.
inbreeding,
You
bad
haven't
things
you
are going
haven't
to
even
happen to the
explained that
gene
there's,
pool.
like, mutations. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, these cats can get mutations and shit. That, like, if
Mutations.
there's too much inbreeding going on, then you're starting to produce these, like, really negative effects in the kittens, like, that do all kinds of weird, awful shit. And the cats themselves, you start getting so many of them that the cats themselves become, like, a currency. You're spending retired cats or, like,
Yeah.
strong cats or, like kittens even, like,
There's
sometimes.
various NPCs around town that want your cats for various reasons. And one NPC that only wants babies, newborn cats. Bring me all your newborn cats. And none of them tell you what's going to happen to these cats. But
Yeah.
you
It
assume
doesn't
nothing
seem
good.
There's one guy who's definitely eating them, like,
Yeah,
who
that's
lives
true.
in
That's
fear.
true. Yeah.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't even think
shit.
he makes any bones about that. I think he just
But
says
all
he
your
just wants
permanent
He likes just eating
progression
that pussy.
is through
Oh my
those
God, Chris
NPCs.
Davis.
It's not necessary in a game as off the walls as eugenics. Like that joke is like not even like it's not good enough for this game. It's not. Stop it.
It's
I mean,
too
to be
blue.
honest, are you talking about the pussy joke?
No, I'm saying it's
Because
like this game is
I
already
literally-
insane.
I literally watched this boss character make that exact joke at the start of this fight. He said,
really?
"Pussy's back on the menu, boys."
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
it's the
that's what I'm
game is
saying.
not the game
No,
is not
I'm- I-
below that level of
No, what I'm
crass.
saying is it's like his shit was like safe for work. This game is far worse than what just came out of his mouth. I'm saying, what am I? You know what I'm saying.
So-
By the
I
way,
do know
this
what you're
boss just eats and swallows one of my cats, and it's just gone. He just ate and like I thought, like for a while he was spitting cats out after he swallowed them, and I was like, oh, he took a bunch of damage. But then one cat he just swallowed, and the cat was gone. And then I beat him, and then I was like, okay, back to my house. But I guess that cat's not coming with me. He was swallowed.
Man,
I think I lost those
I
items
actually
too.
kind of want to play this game.
even
I was-
even the items you get can be really powerful, but they get flagged, right? They have a chance of like becoming worn when you come back, and if an item has a worn status, that means it has a 50% chance of breaking if you take it out on a run again. So like you can't keep using the same overpowered items over and over and over again. They're eventually just gonna go away. I will say, as someone who plays a lot of tactics games, my entire video game life, I've been playing a lot of tactics games, a lot of roguelike tactics games, even some of the games that I have mentioned before, like in this conversation, for all of this game's successes and charms, and my God, just the insane amount of content. You could literally play this game for hundreds of hours before ever seeing the end. It's the truth is there are some things that I like, quality of life things and UI things that I see in a lot of other games in this genre that I so desperately wish were here. Like a game like Darkest Dungeon, like shows you so much of the info, and here it shows you some of it, but not all of it. Like, and it can be really frustrating sometimes as to like, okay, but what does that actually mean? A game that I played last year that I thought did a extremely good job of, like, anytime I had a question about what something does or what it targets or how does that formulated or anything, like I would hover over it or I'd right click and it would give me all the information. Starvaders was a game. Slay the Spire is a game that does a really good job of giving you all the info, right? Like, it's not even Wildermyth, right? Like it's a game that, but this game, there are times where I'm like, I don't know if it's like it wants to be like clear or unclear, kind of like Binding of Isaac, but it's inconsistent. Some things it's going to go into details about, and then some things it just doesn't.
This is a
Like,
first
there are
genre-wise
tooltips
for
that
the
pop
studio,
up.
right?
Yeah, I don't think they've made a tactics game before,
Yeah.
but so it, like, one of the things is it's a very visually busy game. Like, again, with it can be chaotic sometimes. They have a tactical view that you can hold down a button and just see, like, it kind of reduces everything to like game board pieces and like kind of removes all like the visual effects, so you can just kind of, like a tactical view, right? But for whatever reason,
Simplifies things.
it like flowers and stuff, it doesn't it doesn't obscure. So like, it doesn't go away like the rest of the stuff does when you hit the tactical view button. So for a while, on a few runs, I've been bringing it. There are these flower seeds that lets you create like a huge patch of a flower bed. And flower beds are really great, is because not only is it like grass where you can it increases your dodge chance, but the flowers actually regen from turn to turn, right? So it's like such a great item to like kind of hole up in like one place on a map and just stay on this flower bed. But for whatever reason, when you hold the tactical view, they just forgot to remove the flowers and you can't see anything. You can't see anything in tactical view when it shrinks them down to like flat game board pieces. So I can't even see where my cats are, where they're facing. It's just like some weird oversight that like, dude,
They'll
like
probably patch that out.
you've ruined this item. It feels like something they need to patch. Yeah. I had this other skill called Deja Vu, which actually one of the few skills that gave me a percentage. It said 10% of the time you're going to fail your action. It could be a move, it could be an attack, it could be randomly fail it. Deja Vu. You get Deja Vu and you've wasted your action. It was proccing like every fucking turn or every other fucking action I did with this character. It was proccing Deja Vu. And I'm like, motherfucker, it says 10% on the tooltip. If it's not 10%, then don't fucking say the percentage, because you don't do that with a lot of other abilities. It feels a little sloppy in a way that most of the games in this genre are so like, you know, like it's a very nerdy genre. And I feel like, you know, strategy games and board games and like nerd games are very like I'm not trying to say this is not well designed. Like they're very like exhaustively refined, I think, maybe because they're games that don't have 9,000 different abilities. Admittedly, maybe that's part of it. But here it feels very like, fuck it, it's all chaos anyways. You know, so your character died because our UI was kind of bullshit. Like you click on a square to move, and if you misclick, you're fucked. You can't take back that move like you can in most tactical games.
I've done that a bunch.
So if you accidentally click on the wrong square, you're just, I'm just out in the open, or I'm just fucked. I can't reach the enemy. I'm just standing out in the open. Oh, I guess that cat's going to eat shit. And it's so frustrating. And I don't want to, it's not like I want to undo the whole turn or rewind the turn or one, you know, some tactics games do have a rewind, like Into the Breach or whatever. I'm not even asking for that. I just want to be able to like click on a space and not have a misclick, a single misclick completely fuck me.
These sound like things that like, these sound, because they've already done one fairly large update, I believe. I think I saw they did an update on this game already. But like these all sound like things that are probably inevitably going to be patched in.
But he's not the kind of developer designer. Like he'd rather like make like more mutations than make the game better. I feel like
I feel like
his vibe, right? That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I worry a little bit about stuff like that, because there's absolutely, like, if it was Slay the Spire 2, yeah, they'd be on top of any sort of weird buggy shit or unclear shit, right? Like they'd be like, absolutely. This game, I'm not so sure. I think it's more just going to be, fuck it. You know, there's always next run. And maybe that's fine. It's incredibly addictive, this game. I've been playing so much of this. I've been wanting like a good roguelike, like turn-based tactics game for a very long time, and there's been some that have been close, but Wildermyth was more like, you know, emergent stories or like literal like you know, random storytelling events and stuff. Like Banner Saga was like that too. It had a very big story focus. Like this is pure gameplay, and I don't know. The True Chaos is my house. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Sometimes the cats just kill each other. And I think it's because I don't have enough furniture, but I can't afford any fucking furniture. Maybe I need to start bringing the Thief on more runs. I don't usually bring the Thief.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I'm going to start doing. Okay.
I'm shocked Chris Davis is not all over this.
That's what I've been saying, but he's an oddball
because it's cats?
Yes, of course, because it's cats.
Because it's cats.
No, I mean, the art style isn't for me. I'll put it that way.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. It's a controversial art episode, I guess.
We have had several controversial conversations about art tonight. All right, guys, we need to take a break. When we come back, second segment, I just want to talk a little bit about the Blue Point thing and then we can wrap up at the 4-player minute. I also have a icebreaker from another supporter on Patreon or Twitch. So stick with us. We'll be right back. If you're watching us live or listening at home, don't go anywhere. I've got to pee.
What's the number?
I gotta pee too.
865.
You really left that hanging.
Yeah, me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it twice. I was like, oh fuck, I already said it. So I
We'll
just
be
cut
back,
it short.
and then you'll be back, and then we'll all get back together.
Fuck.
How much have you played?
Top
of
10
this
top
game?
10 games of 2025.
Where you at?
I'm not. I don't think I'm as far. I haven't gotten. I don't think I've gotten far enough to get world bosses, but I've gone through 3 or 4 of the areas. Like
okay.
yeah. Like so, I've done.
There's
like, the
so many
sewers and
areas.
the-
I'm in
I'm
Act
doing like
2,
the
the
cave
desert.
and the forest right now, or something. Yeah.
Cave, the junkyard.
It's kind of cool. I like the scatological nature of it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Gotta
would have
find
been a
the
bit more
locals.
charming if it came out 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, again, it's still very new,
but I know
which is what their whole vibe has been. That
I know that's their whole thing, and that's Binding of Isaac too. Like for sure.
which I don't play Binding of Isaac, and if this wasn't like a really fun, interesting tactics game for me, I probably would not be playing it because it definitely doesn't bother me. But I'm not here for the silliness.
The tactics stuff is really good, and it does kind of make me feel like, man, like I was thinking about that what was the one you were talking about?
Wildermyth.
Chalice? No.
Massive Chalice.
Massive Chalice.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Massive Chalice playing this, and I was like, man, like
That
if
game
this was
didn't
like
catch on
if
at
this was
all,
like
dude.
heroes and nobles like having kids and then sending them on
Yeah.
adventures, like I think I maybe would be into it a little more because this is just kind of goofy as shit, but
it is goofy. But I recommend turning on
it is
random
charming.
animations. It's clever.
It's
clever.
doing that. It's clever and it's doing what it's doing in a good way. Like, well, it's fun. The music does kind of slap, like that one song.
Dude.
Like,
when the boss music, oh man, yeah. There's some good stuff, and it keeps getting good.
Did you see there was some controversy though about
voice actors, right?
Yeah, voice actors. Like,
yeah, because they got
like,
meowing sound bites from like a million different YouTubers.
Yeah, a bunch of YouTubers and streamers are the cats, and they have people like Chris Chan in there, and
which is crazy. And like the argument is from the developer is certainly not the thing you want to hear.
Yeah, it was a very listen, I know these people are controversial, but also like I
Feels
just
like a good fit.
ignored that.
No.
Was like I just wanted to sound like the internet. Like
no, he said
are you talking
somebody
about
said something like, opposing ideologies seems like a good fit for like the chaos of eugenics or whatever.
Did you see his little post when he was talking about the alligator? I don't know how you say this, but like Chris Chan specifically was like kind of defending her whole deal, like, and it kind of came off as a whole like, I don't think incest occurred, but if it did, it probably wasn't that bad. I don't know what it was weird, and then he like immediately deleted it and was like, nope, never mind.
Some I don't know. Some people are like, well, this game's been in development for a very long time, and maybe some of these people were like recorded their audio or were asked to record their audio way before they became canceled or controversial.
But you could just
as
easily not add that. Like, yeah.
Especially
since like saying that there's voice acting in this game is fucking kind of stupid because like it is just people going meow, like, and it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. Like, you could just not have that. You could just not have cats going meow.
There is a pretty funny clip of Northern Lion. He keeps repeatedly clicking on a cat. He's like, is that my meow? Is that me? He just keeps clicking on this cat. He's going, meow, meow, meow. He's like, is that me? I think that might be me. Is that me? Yeah, people.
That's very funny.
But I don't know. is JonTron in there? I feel like he's the
Dude, he's
I mean
gotta
for
be,
you like if the game's called Mugenics, I mean there ain't nobody more supportive of eugenics than JonTron, right? Sorry. I don't think he's in there. Is he in there? He might.
I
be
don't
in there.
support eugenics. I just think certain people shouldn't be able to breed.
I need to mute the mic so we.
Is he
can
really
just
the
not
final boss? Is
keep
he really
saying
the
these
final
things.
boss?
Is
Or is
he?
that a joke? Dude.
Just embrace the chaos, Chris Davis.
Dude, he's the perfect final boss. No, he's not.
Voice actor list. The voice actor list.
The truth
Jay
is,
Bauman, Ricky Berwick.
Well, I mean, there's so many.
Bordeaux Black, Cliff
the truth is, I feel
Blazinski.
like Edmund McMillan's definitely the kind of guy who's like,
Christine.
He doesn't want anybody to tell him that he needs to remove a voice from
I'm not
the game,
very
right?
far into this list, and there's a few like real piece of shit people in here.
Yeah.
Like,
But you know what? The internet is full of shitheads.
But like, but it's like all the Red Letter Media guys are here who are cool. Like Rocco Bot. Why do you say his last name? Bocci.
I mean, couldn't it just be like he put out the casting call like a decade ago, and he's obligated to use their
we were
stuff?
talking about. That's like, it's definitely what he did, but like Ethan and Gila Klein are in here. Like
that's controversial.
That's crazy. Like that's crazy.
I think
I don't know who any of these people
two
are.
of the more like controversial.
I'm so glad I
people.
don't either.
Jim Stephanie Sterling. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Still going.
Really?
On
Still
Blue Sky or
posting
something?
crazy ass reviews.
No, YouTube
Review scores.
Really?
Yeah.
Zonde. Oh my god.
Zonde, dude.
Justin
I've not found that guy.
Flang.
I know that name.
Vinny Vinesauce. Jonan Vasquez? I mean, I guess that makes sense, but that's weird to think that Jonan Vasquez is probably like in his 50s now or something. Mike Stocklassa.
I'm recording.
Stocklassa?
Yeah.
Shannon Shaw.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, this is a weird list of people. This is like I don't know. Why is it you can't have fun anymore? Okay, I'm ready. I'm recording, but I'm also gonna go take the quickest pee of my life.
Oh, you could have waited on the recording. I'll stop mine for a second.
I'll stop mine.
Ooh. How's everybody doing out there?
Dude, according to this, I played 8 hours of Sons of Sparta. I think there's definitely some idle time. This is like it really feels bad because there's also a huge Monster Hunter update right now. I don't want to play it so badly, but I know if I start playing it, I'm never gonna stop.
I'm still going with Cairn, and man,
I didn't even know you were playing that yet.
Yeah, and
how'd you beat that?
Controversial take?
No, I love this game. It's just there's been multiple occasions where I've like, yeah, I'm gonna climb this wall, and I climb like 80% of the wall, and then I get stuck, and I'm like, I've spent the last
wall
15 minutes climbing this wall.
Are you talking about Game
and now I feel like I'm fucked.
Are you talking
and
about
then
that
it's just
awesome
so
part in
tight.
Game of Thrones?
No.
They climb the wall, where the wildlings climb the wall. Jon Snow and the wildlings.
I hate Game of Thrones.
Dude, Game of Thrones used to be so cool, and then it sucked.
I don't.
And then they tried to make a new one, and it was like, okay, and then it sucked.
Wait, really? Is that you've already soiled on House of the Dragon?
House of the Dragon, I'm over.
I didn't
dude.
really Yeah, I watched like 2
What?
episodes of House of the Dragon. I was just kind of like, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't have any strong opinions about House of the Dragon, if I'm being completely honest. But that's not great. Like, I want to have strong opinions about House of the Dragon, but I don't. I have strong opinions about Dunk and Egg, though. Oh my god, like that show is exactly what the franchise needed. Like, that is the first one of these shows that has actually realized the vision of the world that is shown in the books. Dude, the little Septon kid right before the trial of the Seven, his 7-pointed star amulet had a little crystal in the middle, and I almost fucking cried. Like, the Faith of the Seven is so gay in the books, and it is nothing like that in the show. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Food. They had a scene about food. Are you kidding me? It's taken us this long to get a scene where a couple characters just like cook food and eat it. Like, have you read these books? That's crazy.
No.
Food's a big deal.
I
We know
have.
you haven't, Chris Davis. We know you haven't.
No.
That question wasn't necessarily directed at you.
I know.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to completely derail your entrance.
Oh, we haven't. Okay, everybody recording? Let's do this.
Oh,
I am recording.
All right. Roll call for the second segment starts now. Brad.
Hello. How do I see hours played on PlayStation without turning on my console?
Crispy.
Hello, check. Hello.
Chris Davis.
I'm speaking into the microphone. Good evening. Hello.
All right, welcome back. Guys, as I said earlier in the show, I thought this was going to be a quick one and done, just talk about a bunch of games we've been playing and move on, but
We have big games.
There
We have
was-
big games.
no, I'm sorry, not one and done. There was 3 big games to talk about. I just meant it was going to be a very impressions heavy show, but apparently there was a news headline today that I completely missed. And so it was kind of shocking to me when I sat down to record tonight and Chris Davis and Brad filled me in. Sony closed down Blue Point Games today.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
so
a local
crazy.
studio too, right? Like, they're here in Austin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
It's
means
so-
the
I
job
forgot about
market's gonna
that.
get even more fucked. Like, dude.
It's so weird because I feel like remakes and remasters and stuff, I feel like have been the backbone of
Like, were they working on
AAA
Bloodborne?
game development.
Were they working on a
Dude,
Bloodborne remake?
I guess not.
No.
I guess not.
If they
They were
were,
working
there's
on
no
a-
way they
And
would.
it just got quietly canceled.
They
Nah.
were working.
That would be insane.
Last year, they were working on a God of War Games as a Service title. They got
For the past
canceled by
couple
Sony.
years, few years.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the
they've been
fuck
working
is
on it
that?
since Demon Souls.
Yeah.
That got
What's that?
canceled, and they spent the next year pitching projects to Sony, which evidently none of them panned out.
What is
It's
a
so crazy
God
to
of
me
War
that the
game
project
is?
pitched to Sony was not let us now remake Bloodborne because they would be rolling in money.
Yeah.
It's
That game
it's
would be
like
enormous on PC. I have to believe that is a thing that is going
like,
to come eventually.
I can't
some
think of
form.
another studio that I would want remaking Bloodborne than the studio that
Well, I
remade
mean,
Demon Souls.
How about From Software? That would be
Well,
nice.
I don't think that's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, there's also
Yeah, I mean,
accusations that Bloodborne is a bunch of spaghetti code. But
Oh, shut up!
But
That
also,
doesn't mean
like,
anything.
they just announced a remake of the God of War trilogy, and what better studio is there to work on that right now in Sony's library?
I don't know. I mean, look, I don't want any studio to shut down, but we are overglazing like a studio that just existed to pretty up older games. You know, it's not like
I mean,
Yeah.
that might be true, but like
Look.
there is literally a project that everybody wanted them to make. That I don't think anybody here, despite the fact that thinking that they're just a glorified studio that churns out remakes of existing games, nobody here would complain if they had let them remake Bloodborne.
Yeah. Take a
well,
crack.
It's
that's certainly
insane.
not true, but I
It
mean,
whatever.
just
the
prints.
internet's
Whatever,
crazy with
but,
these
like,
games. But I know what you mean.
I mean, and also like the optimistic take is here that like, oh, maybe was a studio that was about to have their, their big original hit, right? Like they were finally gonna stop being the remake studio and make something cool and new. But also, I don't think any of us are necessarily as mad as fans of the hobby as we are workers of the world. Like this is
Yeah.
just
Well, yeah.
this is just
It's
more
fucked up.
corporate bullshit. Just
Yeah. It's just out of left field. It's
disgusting.
not a studio that I would have expected them to close. I don't know.
Well,
I don't
because
know, man.
because I feel like a studio like this exists to just serve the corporate side of. I mean, like remakes and remasters exist to like
Yeah, but it didn't
fund
have to
the
be that.
original projects.
It could have been a studio that made original projects that, like, if Sony greenlit, they would make new games and then we'd have new
Yeah,
games
but
that
that
didn't
doesn't always
exist.
work out, right?
I know, but like
maybe they didn't. They had a bunch of good artists, right? But like maybe they didn't have a visionary that had an idea that seemed appealing to Sony, right? I don't know.
They
I
I mean,
acquired.
the service guy got a.
oh.
That's quite a face for the game for Discord to freeze on. Uh oh. Oh no. I don't
What
know. I
happened?
think Discord just
Hello?
lost its mind.
Hello?
I stopped my
Hello?
recording. I stopped my recording.
Oh yeah, no. Wait, you stopped your recording?
Yes.
God damn it! Everybody, stop your recording.
Well, Discord
Holy
crashed.
shit,
Is
Brett.
that is that not? I mean, I didn't know when we were
I-
coming back.
Every time you stop your recording, I have to do another completely different set of edits. All right.
Well, that was only
Everybody
5
stop your-
minutes.
I know, but I'm not.
Oh,
that was.
no.
I'm not starting that
Episode-
conversation over.
Oh,
What is it? 865?
865.
we'll pick up mid conversation. Blue Point. I just assumed all the timing was going to be fucked up anyways, but
I mean, as long as Audacity doesn't quit, nobody's gonna be fucked. But
I
whatever.
have
this is
restarted my
fine.
recording.
All right, I have restarted my recording as well.
So that
I
was just a
restarted my recording.
Discord shutdown. Hiccup or
I
whatever.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it affected
Okay.
all of us apparently.
You all.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Uh,
Brad.
Wait. Okay. Brad.
Yes.
Crispy.
Blah, 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 blah.
Chris Davis.
Words spoken in the microphone.
All right. Sorry, we had a little bit of a Discord hiccup at the middle of that conversation, so we're back again. Anyways, where were we?
Oops.
Blue Point. Blah blah blah.
Blue Point.
Blue Point
Rick.
shut down. Sony's stupid. I hate
Yeah.
capitalism.
Does anybody else think it's at least a little bit suspicious that in the same breath as announcing or like this, they closed the studio down, and a studio like Blue Point of all studios is somehow linked to a live service game that never saw the light of day?
Like Concord?
Is this just another casualty of this
No,
whole
but
live service
like
push?
cutting back all
this
their
should have
live
happened a
service
year ago when they actually canceled it, though. Like if that was the case.
Like,
I mean, like,
canceling projects is one thing, but shutting down entire studios because they made a bad call, like a bad strategy call.
That's what
is-
Sony's been doing, though. They've been doing that
I
for
know.
the past couple of years. They've been
Yeah,
shutting down
That's
tons of
modern
studios.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Back in the day, it
what's
didn't work.
surprising to me is that it was this studio, because again, I feel like this type of studio just serves like the more corporate side of a company like Sony.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. Like to me,
Sure.
Blue Point is the kind of I thought there was going to be the only kind of studio left at the end of all of this shit, right? Well, they're just going to remake and remaster what we already enjoy and bought. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
All right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
well, they deserved a shot.
Of course.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Right.
Maybe they didn't want to make an original game. At least maybe they didn't want to make
a bunch of people who are really
God of War
passionate about
service game.
remakes. Like,
I mean,
sure.
I mean, there are
I'm
people.
sure.
There are people.
Yeah, but come
like,
on. No one. No, but come on.
I mean, this
No,
list
I
to
know
me
what
just
you're
feels
saying.
like fucking Tango all over again. Like it's absurd. They
Tango's
acquired Blue Point just less than 5 years ago. Like after Demon Souls had released, they acquired them, and now they're shutting them.
Blue Point.
And who has
remaster?
How stupid do you have to be to assign a games as a service title to a studio of less than 80 people?
I mean, I think it's more of just like it's. I don't think. I just think even like just like when you look at the types of games, like the strengths and weaknesses of various studios, giving a live service game at all to the studio seems outrageous. Even if they had
doing live service games.
Also,
I know,
this isn't just about like this little remake whatever studio getting shut down. I mean, the whole industry is kind of like there's a lot of talented developers who are just not getting jobs. Like it's not like it used to be where a studio would shut down and then you'd see all these people spread out, get jobs at other studios, maybe start their own studio, things like that. That's just not happening as much anymore.
They don't come back
less
to the
opportunity.
scene.
Yeah, there's less opportunity for these people to get like reabsorbed into the industry. The industry's like in a bad spot.
And the indie scene is not easy to break into, as we all know.
You know, you start having families and mortgages and stuff. It just doesn't make sense to stay in video games anymore. It's just
that's crazy.
Yeah,
we're losing a lot of talented developers to like more stable, sane companies, like
which
who make like tax software or something. Like
this just god, this just got depressing.
All
right,
it's not like a Tango. I don't know. It's sad that they never got a chance, but to make something original. But it's, to me, it's not the same. Like from the less human perspective, right? And the more pure creative side of it, I suppose. Like when we're not talking about people losing jobs, it's like, I mean,
yeah.
Like it's not the same sort of loss as people.
Did we even really lose that much?
I mean, I'm saying the really I mean, Chris Davis is comparing it to Tango, and it ain't the same fucking thing, man. It's just not.
Oh, fucking! Don't even talk about these people. Are not going to Palantir, are they? They can't. That's awful. Don't say things like that. No, no.
Wait, what's happening?
Oh my god! No, I was I was talking about these people not getting jobs at other game studios, instead getting development jobs in other industries. And Mr. Papashot saying oh yeah, Palantir, which is, an awful defense contractor owned by Lucky Palmer, the guy who invented whatever that.
The Oculus.
Which one of the VR heads? Yeah, the Oculus guy.
You know what?
And now he makes drones and missiles and shit for the U.S. government and spy software.
I'm worried Retro Studios. I'm worried Nintendo might shut down Retro Studios. That's what I'm worried about. Another Austin.
And then all those developers are going to get absorbed into the military-industrial complex. They're going to be. Never mind. I'm done. I'm sorry.
All right, real quick. My bad. I did forget to do our icebreaker at the beginning of the segment, so we'll do it now before we wrap up with the 4-player minute. Shop Creeper from North Carolina asks, are there any game mechanics or gameplay styles from older console generations that you think were abandoned or attempted too soon, and if brought back in a more modernized release could find an audience? For example, I think an online multiplayer take on PS1 game Trap Gunner with its top-down spy versus spy trap-based combat would be a hit.
A deep cut.
That is a deep cut. I am not familiar with that game.
Trap Gunner. You set traps and it's sort of like a top-down, well, whatever. Trap Gunner, pretty cool. Deep cut though.
How many genres are out there that are not?
How about a car
many
combat
games
game?
Now?
How about a car combat game?
Oh, dude, fucking Star Wars Demolition. Remember that shit?
Yeah,
it was so good.
I'm sure that's what Brad was thinking of when he said
and nothing else. Yeah,
it's so good. You could play as Boba Fett. He just flew around with his jetpack.
But like seriously, how many like genres of games are out there that haven't at this point made a resurgence of some kind?
I mean,
Because
they've morphed into something else, right? Like before the resurgence of boomer shooters, there was definitely a kind
were
of
just
shooter
shooters.
that didn't exist anymore, right? After like
Yeah.
Half-Life and then Halo and like Call of Duty, like that old school style of like Doom corridor maze like filled with secrets shooter was just gone. And the genre was called the same thing, but it became something else. And then they came back, and it's not all of them kind of focus on the aspects that I really love of Doom, but they're definitely back.
He's back,
I mean,
baby.
I mean, if it's not like Tony Hawk, like the entire sports game genre is basically serious simulator bullshit, and I'm like, let's bring back the age of the nonsensical, absurd sports games like SSX.
Like
give me
NFL
NFL Blitz, something like that. Yeah.
Some have tried though. Like some of
NBA
those devs have
Jam.
tried.
Yeah.
More arcadey racing games or just sports games. Like there's always the attempts here and there, but.
So I know like the Nemesis system is really just kind of like marketing bullshit, but like how come there's never been a game that really tried to like work on that idea of
I think they have a patent on that.
Yeah.
Okay, then how come the company that has a patent on it?
Because they shut all those developers down. They shut them all down.
Fuck up! No.
They were making one. It was called the Wonder Woman game, and they canceled that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait,
I can't believe Monolith got shut down.
Hang on. The Wonder Woman game. We knew that was going to be a thing.
Yes,
that was. It was an announced.
No. I mean, we knew that was part of it.
Yes,
Nemesis system, absolutely confirmed. I mean, it was announced.
Yeah.
Tragic. I can't believe they shut down Monolith.
We knew
which if you think about it, really the same as Blue Point. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, a Wonder Woman game would be sick if it had that fucking
There's so many games that would be sick if the Nemesis system, but we'll never fucking see them.
I blame Gal Gadot actually for the reason that doesn't exist.
That's also true.
She's responsible for Monolith getting shut down.
What? It's like a fucking psyop or something.
Wonder Woman became uncool. It started cool.
That second
Gal
movie
Gadot's Wonder Woman started cool.
Dude, that second movie was terrible.
Like the first movie was not incredible, but it was good enough, right? Like it was good enough. The second movie, the second movie killed killed Patty Jenkins' career. Like
yeah,
but didn't kill Gal Gadot's. Like she still got to make movies. That's crazy. Like okay,
I also feel the same way about Thor: Love and Thunder versus Ragnarok. You know what I mean? Like it's like
but that yes, but Thor: Love and Thunder is just kind of like, it's not great. Like it's not good. It's not. I don't find it as like perplexingly bad as as some of the decisions.
I'm actually a little surprised on this one. I don't know, like to me, like that, like I could see a version of Crispy that like is like the lone defender of that Wonder Woman movie.
Oh, that's like a Snyder, bro.
No, not that version.
The lone defender of that movie.
People are idiots. It was cool and comic booky or something.
It had Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord, and that's worth hanging on to. That's worth hanging on to.
That's right. Yeah.
Worth hanging on to.
That's the part I remember, at least. It's kind of the only
would you
part
rather have Pedro Pascal playing Maxwell Lord, or would you rather have James Gunn's brother playing Maxwell Lord? You know what I'm saying? Who do you want to see getting their neck snapped by Wonder Woman?
Pedro Pascal.
This is a trick question.
For sure.
Pedro Pascal.
He dies so well.
Well, I hope we answered the question adequately. We've gone down a hell of a rabbit hole here, talking about Wonder Woman now. But anyways, thank you guys so much for your questions. Again, as always, if you're a supporter on Patreon or Twitch, you can always submit your own icebreaker questions. Which, again, Brad, weekly reminder that you have not yet thought of a creative name that we could call these other than icebreaker questions.
Oh yeah,
so
sure.
Get on that. But yeah, if you want to submit a question, Twitch subscribers can find the link in the Twitch supporters channel in Discord, and Patreon. You can find the poll or the form where you can submit your question on our Patreon feed. It's pinned at the top. So, guys, let's do it. Let's wrap up the show with the 4-player minute. Let's get into it. You know how this works.
Yeah, I'll go first. This is my 4-player minute. It's a question. I randomly saw one of these lazy videos of the 10 best fighters in Westeros. Well, maybe it wasn't that lazy. It seemed pretty well.
Wait, who did they say was the best? Before you even get into it, who did they say was the best?
Come on.
Arthur Dayne?
Arthur Dayne, yeah, Arthur Dayne, of course. Okay. But I'm saying the Red Viper was not even on the list, and I feel like
what?
Well, the Red Viper's a good fighter, but because he fights dishonorably.
But it's the best fighter.
His spear, that's what he's known for.
Okay, and the Mountain, who is on the list, is just big. Okay,
I mean, yeah, but he's a good fighter. I don't know,
he's just big.
He's such a good fighter that they matched up Sir Hugh of the Vale against him, just knowing that the Mountain's probably just gonna kill this guy, and then he does. They didn't even pay him to do that. He just did it.
Yeah, but the Red Viper destroyed the Mountain until the mishap.
Yeah,
until I don't know, whatever.
Until the little
until the little oopsie daisy.
The little oopsie until he got. I'm sorry.
Speaking of Pedro Pascal, sorry, that scene haunts my dreams.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's so good. It was so those books. Oh, the show used to be so good.
The show was so good. The books, are great. The story's good.
As soon as they fucked up Dorne, the Sand Vipers were trash.
I'll never forgive them for fucking up Jaime. Jaime's story is one of the biggest crimes in that show.
You're right. I mean, it starts off with a lot of potential, honestly, and then it just.
I don't know how you go from the scene of Jaime and
he was number 3,
Brienne,
by the way.
Yeah. I mean, he's what was it Arthur Dayne, Barristan the Bold, Jaime Lannister, Ned Stark maybe somewhere.
No,
the thing about Ned
Stark's
but Ned's pretty good.
I know.
But the thing about Ned is that nobody knows how he fights because he refuses to fight in tourneys. That was
and the whole thing
what was
with,
so dangerous about him.
With Arthur Dayne, right?
Oh,
what really happened, right?
Right. What happened at the Tower of Joy? 3 King's Knights versus 7 men, and only 2 people walk away alive.
Yeah.
What happened?
Man, I mean, nerd shit here.
Basically, no one believed Ned Stark because they're there's no fucking way.
What did Howland Reed do? Is it really gonna in the book? Is it really gonna play out in the show where he just stabbed Arthur Dayne in the back?
Or did he do some weird? Merigrin took that motherfucker, dude.
Okay, but maybe he used some weird Cranagman magic or some shit.
Yeah, maybe whatever.
Or maybe
we'll literally never
Arthur.
Know.
Dude, there are some people who believe that they convinced Arthur Dayne to kill himself. Okay. We don't know. We don't know.
Oh.
And the world may never
know. You jumped to fucking Ned Stark. What about fucking the fucking king, dude? Yeah, no, Loras. He was low. He was low on the list.
Loras is supposed to be pretty good.
No, fucking Baratheon.
Robert Baratheon.
Young Robert Baratheon. Robert Baratheon.
Prime, sure.
Yeah, sure. Young Robert.
But then Rhaegar has to be on the list too, right? Probably below Rhaegar was an excellent knight. He didn't even want to be a knight, and he was an excellent knight because he was just good at everything.
I don't think Rhaegar was on the list. Maybe he was. I don't remember.
Well, who else?
I don't remember. All Targaryens.
What was your point? What was your point about this?
Oh, I don't know. I think we were talking about we were talking about Oberyn Martell at some point. Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal. Yeah.
That's who it
was. That was fucking good.
Dude,
I don't think Oberyn is a bad fighter. I just think that the fact that he uses poison should be considered,
It's certainly a factor.
Do you think he poisoned Tywin?
I feel like you're being racist towards the Dornish people is what I think is happening here.
Yeah, well,
can I do my 4-player minute? Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Can I do my 4-player minute? I have a real 4-player minute.
Wait, that was Bitch, you just talked for like 5 minutes.
I literally told you that was not my 4-player minute. This is a video game thing on my 4-player minute, and it's not that long.
I'm pretty sure you said this is my 4-player minute.
No,
Whatever,
I said this is
go.
not my 4-player minute. No, my 4-player minute is news that I got today that feels like mostly just for me. As y'all know, I'm a big fan of Capybara games, Cappy, and especially Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. I think it's one of the best hidden gems ever. If you're a puzzle / tactics fan, Clash of Heroes, originally on the DS, but it eventually got remade and ported to other things. I still think maybe that DS version is the best version, but I absolutely adore that game. I think it's brilliant. I think it's one of the best tactics / puzzle game hybrids, period.
It's so good.
Brilliant game.
It's for the
So Battle Vision Network is a game that Cappy announced a couple of years ago, and it was basically going to be the core mechanics of Clash of Heroes, but in a multiplayer, like only like 1v1 battle game that you play online versus other people. And it was being published by Netflix. They were going to have a mobile version. It just makes sense. Well, late last year, they were dropped by Netflix. Netflix actually dropped a lot of their game projects, and they kind of went dark. Kind of didn't hear from them. But their Discord was still there. They were like, hey, we still exist. Well, today they came out and announced and said, oh, by the way, we've completely pivoted this project, and it is no longer going to be that thing that it was. And we are now turning it into a single player roguelike with those exact same like stylings and mechanics. And like, it's still Battle Vision Network, but it is not a 1v1 online versus game. It is a single player roguelike game based on those core mechanics from Clash of Heroes, which I think is a brilliant, perfect fit for that. Perfect fit. It was
that thing. That is quite the pivot.
As soon as I saw Battle Vision Network, I was so sad when I learned that it was basically not that. That is exactly what I always wanted it to be. I think it's the best format for something like Clash of Heroes, and I'm so glad for this pivot, and I think it is going to be a game that I think would have been before in its previous form probably dead on arrival. To be completely honest, it being a multiplayer only thing, I could absolutely see a world where no one notices it, no one plays it, and then the game is dead. But this form is something that I know the core of it is not just sound, but actually low key like the GOAT, and it's perfect. It's perfect for this format. Cappies, they've made other games like Grindstone wasn't a roguelike, but that was another game that was like a really like good, satisfying, like tactical, like puzzle game hybrid. And that's another one that just sort of had levels that it kept going and going and going, but probably would have been perfect for a roguelike structure. So I'm so glad that they're doing this. I think it's going to be great. I think it's like, it goes from a game that I was like, a little sad about, but kind of like, oh, I hope this works out for them too. Now a game that's like shot up my list of one of my most anticipated games that's going to come out this year. I think it was a game that was supposed to come out late last year, but then the Netflix thing happened, and now it's still supposed to come out this year. It was delayed, of course, but now that they're changing, it's probably going to be more like later in the year. But I am very, very excited because I think Cappy is, a very underrated indie dev. And I think they've struggled to kind of get back to relevance. And I don't know if this is going to be it, but if the right people, give this thing to Northern Lion and let him go at it. Like I think this game, it being a roguelikes can blow up, or roguelike could at the very least be mildly successful. And I know this game could certainly be good enough to be one of those. So I'm excited. Battle Vision Network, I'm hyped. Yeah, it's kind of like dream come true for me, honestly, for this game.
All right, Crispy.
I'll keep mine short because I'm going to talk about Star Trek Voyager Into the Unknown. But I'm actually going to talk about that game, or Across the Unknown, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Weird title. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. I'll talk about that game next week when I've played more. I've only played like about an hour so far.
Is this the one that we were watching the trailer for tonight?
Yeah. It's the only one. Okay. It's the only one, Nicholas. It's the only one. And so far, honestly, I like it. I mean, as a fan of Star Trek Voyager, I definitely like it. As a like roguelike survival game so far, pretty good, but I'm not like into the shit quite yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Gotta get your feet dirty.
Yeah,
before you
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it.
I'm still like, so like, to give you, for anyone who's familiar with Star Trek Voyager, the tutorial is Caretaker Part 1 and 2, the episodes that are all about Voyager and the Maquis ship, the Valjean, getting sucked across the universe to the Delta Quadrant, dealing with the Array and the Caretaker who's dying, and the Ocampa and the Kazon, and meeting Neelix and all that shit, right? So that's what's going on for the tutorial. The one thing I will talk about this week for my 4-player minute for this game is like the one glaring thing that this game is getting knocked for in a lot of the reviews I'm reading, and that is the save function. There is none. There's no save feature in this game. You cannot manually save. You cannot save and quit. There's just an autosave. And the autosave triggers like basically during story moments. So like once you get into the game, it's kind of sparse. Like you can lose progress. Like you're moving through the Delta Quadrant like sector by sector, and then like each sector has like 3 or 4 solar systems in it, and then each of those solar systems will have like 5 or 6 planets, and you're moving around trying to do all this different shit. But like those save points, like I'm hearing that at parts of the game, like you don't get autosaves for like an entire sector. So like if you just close the program, you could lose a significant chunk of progress, which
that seems glaring.
Which is crazy.
Is this like a design choice they stand behind, or
now in that first hour of the game, I've gotten a bunch of autosaves. It's been pretty generous, but I think once you kind of get out and are like up and running, they become much more sparse. Now, Nick, to answer your question, is it something that they are aware of? They actually put out a post today, their first day after launch post, and it says it only talks about 2 things. It talks about bug crashes and it talks about saving. And it says, "We've heard you very loud and clear. We understand that it's a and they say it's a little threats. It's a little bit more complicated than quote just allowing saving whenever. But we have seen what your desired outcome is, and we are doing our best to find a solution that brings you there without diminishing crucial game design decisions." I don't fucking know what that means. I don't really understand why it would work like that. I guess I don't understand what design decisions they are protecting. Like it seems like this really sparse saving system was like intentional, but I don't know why.
Like, just questionable development.
Like the other game, another game that I've been getting back into and trying to play a bit more of is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, right? That's another game where you can't just freely save. You have to like craft savior schnapps, right? But you can always just save and quit, right? Yeah. You can always just be like, "Oh, I gotta go. I can't play right now," and save and quit and come back later. That's how I think saved most of the time. Like if you don't want me to be able to save to redo to like save scum encounters, that's great. I get that. I think that's very much in the spirit of the game. But like save and quit, like seems like that should be.
There was a game, high profile first party Sony release that had no saving, and people were so pissed off and they eventually put it in, but it took a while. Returnal was a game you could not stop in the middle of a run. You had to complete a run. Some of those runs could go long.
They're long.
Yeah. Those were like 2 or 3 hours sometimes.
And I still don't really even have an idea of like how long a quote unquote run of this game is, because I don't think there are runs. I think it's just like you do the whole fucking thing, and then you can go back and do it again with different choices, which I don't know. We'll talk more about it because the game itself is actually really fun. I'm enjoying it, and it's
sweet.
It's really cool. But that thing right there, that one issue is an issue. And yeah, it sounds who fucking knows? Like maybe by next week they'll be like, "Oh, we save and quit. We've added save and quit." But the tone of that post kind of sounded like
They don't know what
maybe
they're gonna
not.
do.
like maybe not. So I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, it probably has to do something like they had already pre-designed like just the autosaves exactly the places they wanted for the main narrative beats, and just they didn't realize, oh shit, we have players that need to play for less than an hour and a half.
But then also I don't know, like I don't know that, like I don't know what the main narrative beats of the game even are. Like it's very, I I don't I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to play more is what I need to do. So I will do that, and then we will talk more.
Do
about
that and report back. We'll talk about that maybe next
I
time.
really wonder if it's going to have every episode. I need to know that the Warp 10 shuttle experiment is in this, and that like you can send people on that shuttle and turn them into weird, and then like Tom Paris is in the sick bay like fucking turning into a lizard man. He's just going pepperoni pizza like that. That's a great episode. That's a great episode.
That
or
sounds
the one
awesome,
where
actually.
where 7 of 9 gets abducted and put into that like pit fighting tournament, the Tunkatse or whatever, and they had The Rock from WWE SmackDown guest starring as an alien who doesn't speak. Like,
you mean Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Yes.
yeah, they put a little
The Rock?
squiggle on his nose and made him fight 7 of 9. He
Yeah.
beats the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I look forward to finding out about your decision about Tuvix.
Dude, wouldn't it be fucking crazy if Harry Kim could get promoted to lieutenant in this game? Like, wouldn't that be insane? That would be the weirdest thing that this game could do.
Yeah, make Harry Kim like the new captain, like Janeway dies.
Yeah, like everyone dies and it's just Harry.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was so good. The end of Lower Decks where they had that like multiversal crew where like all the crewmen were just different Harry Kims. Like,
Yeah.
'cause
And
they
none of
were
them
all
ever get
ensigns.
promoted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many
God.
possibilities. All right, Chris Davis, you're up.
That was a nice conversation. It's too bad I got to be a Debbie Downer.
Oh no.
I wanted to mention that Ubisoft laid off 40 people over Ubisoft Toronto today as well. They say that the Splinter Cell remake is still on track. It's still being worked on.
I keep forgetting that's a thing that's been announced.
Yeah. And it's
Is that the one with Solid Snake?
No, that's Rainbow Six Siege X. Yeah,
That
no.
looks so cool. When they did the fucking Cyclops Ryu like like handshake.
Yeah, between Sam and Snake, and I hate the world. But I thought for my 4-player minute I would just read you a small snippet of Herman Hulst's letter to the entire Sony PlayStation Studios group about his justification for closing Bluepoint. Quote, "We're operating in an increasingly challenging industry environment. Rising development costs, slowed industry growth, changing player behavior, and broader economic headwinds are making it harder to build games sustainably. To navigate this reality, we need to continue adapting and evolving. We've taken a close look at our business to ensure we're delivering today while still well-positioned for the future. As a result, we will be closing Bluepoint Games in March."
Oh God.
Fuck off. Oh, also, by the way, this delightful little line here, "Where possible, we will work to find opportunities for some impacted employees within our global network of studios." Yeah, fuck
God,
off,
It's a
Herman.
very like standard. It's a very standard corporate line on this sort
The
of thing.
corporate speak
I
is
thought it was going to be more
so-
controversial.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
This
it's
is
still
also-
just
I mean, he's a
we can't.
Sony
It's
exec.
Sony for fuck's sake.
PlayStation.
Like, yeah, of
Yeah, I
course
know.
it's gonna be corporate.
Yeah.
We can't get
Again,
we can't get too mad for the shark for eating the swimmer, right? It's a shark.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it does. It's a piece of shit. We should just kill it.
I guess that's true.
We shouldn't chastise it. We shouldn't get mad at it. We should just
Well,
It's just not
put it down.
surprising anymore. Sadly, I mean,
yeah.
again, like so many like Bluepoint is honestly like not I'm not trying to be mean about it, but like so many amazing studios have been shut down in recent years that it's like it's hard to be like have Blue Point be the one that makes me stand up and go, "Hey, now that's not cool." Like, yeah,
This is like
it's
when
like
two
constant.
celebrities die close together, and like the more famous one is like the more
Yeah.
tragic one.
I mean, we were just
all kinda
talking about
forgot that,
Monolith,
like,
right?
the
Like
other
that one
guy
hurt
died.
way fucking more. You know,
Yeah.
it's like that was decades of bangers.
Yeah, and just thinking about
Alrighty.
Sony's current inventory of games and service titles. They've got Helldivers 2. They've got Marathon coming. They've got they've got those 2 Horizon games. They were working on had Blue Point working on a God of War one, of all fucking things.
Yeah, they're doing all kinds
and
of
then
shit.
we've
They
got
canceled so many of them.
we've also got Fair
That's a good
games
point.
coming. Like
Bog Noise has a good point. The
No, we
axe
don't.
fell again, and it wasn't on Double Fine, so
Yeah,
That's
or
interesting.
like me or Sony's Double Fine Media Molecule. How is that? How are they still alive?
that's
I
a
feel like
fucking
they-
good
they-
question.
yeah, Medium. What do they do? What do they do?
Yeah,
They
They're a
maintain
European
dreams.
studio, so they have
That's
like
about it.
more. They have more like protections or something.
maybe. Honestly, man.
They've got dirt on some
no,
executive.
they've shut down. Sony's shut down plenty of British studios.
Oh yeah,
So,
London studio, specifically London studio. Like
Well,
what was
I
his
know-
name that went on his retirement tour? Jim Ryan.
Evolution.
Yeah, he did a whole retirement tour going through all the various different studios. He went to London studio, and then the next week, he announced that they're
Shut it down.
shutting them all down.
That's
just like-
crazy. That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's,
Just a fucking typhoon. Well, there are no Hello games, so I don't know.
yeah, that's true.
Not everyone can be Hello Games.
Not
What
everyone.
a fucking industry, am I right? All right. All right, I'm gonna keep mine kind of short. Last week I misspoke in my excitement for Scream 7. I thought that was this week. That is in fact next week. Got a little ahead of myself.
Oh,
but
are
I
you
have
not
been
at the movie theaters right now?
I am
watching
not
it?
I am in fact not at the movie theater right now.
Oh, that explains it.
So
Okay.
I have 7 more days. So but I am very just generally excited about movies right now. I've been thinking a lot. There's a lot of stuff coming out in the next like 2 months that I'm super excited about. There's Lee Cronin's The Mummy has strangely kind of like become one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Have you seen the trailer for this? It
I
looks.
posted the trailer for it. Yeah, it's weird.
Oh my god, it looks fucking creepy as hell, and I'm here for it. And Project Hail Mary comes out next month, which my wife is super excited for. I'm also very excited for it, but it's like her favorite
that.
book. It's the next movie from the same guy who wrote The Martian. It's the book that he wrote after The Martian. But yeah, it's highly recommend it. Very good book. Very excited for the movie. I'm also in the midst of rewatching. I'm almost done rewatching Peaky Blinders, and there's a movie coming out in March. Follow up to Peaky Blinders, which is pretty exciting.
With Timothy Oliphant, right? Or what was his name?
No. Oh, Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Killian.
Murphy. But yeah, I love that show. I'm almost done rewatching it. I had forgotten how much I like that show. Yeah, I don't know, just a lot of stuff on the horizon to be excited about. I'm actually going to the movies tomorrow to see Psycho Killer.
Oh.
Which looks
What'd
pretty
you think of the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer?
I haven't watched the trailer yet. Is it out there? Like there's like a full blown
Yeah.
trailer for it?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I should watch that.
Yeah.
that comes out in like May. In
Fucking
fact, I saw
Martin Scorsese's plays an alien in this movie.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. That's
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah. He plays one of those four-armed guys from from the Solo movie.
Fascinating. Okay. Yeah, I'll watch that trailer tonight.
I know. What the fuck?
Also, on video game side of things, guys, Resident Evil 9 comes out next week.
That is crazy.
So that's pretty fucking wild. I'm pretty excited for that.
next
So
Friday.
looking forward to playing and talking about that in the coming weeks. Yeah, a lot of stuff on the immediate horizon that I'm pretty excited about. So that's cool. So I'll leave it at that. And that's going to do it for us this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. If you're watching us live on Twitch, we really appreciate you spending your evening with us. You can, of course, find all of our podcasts on your preferred podcast service. You can find us in Discord at discord.gg/4player. And don't forget, I'll be launching the new website for 4playernetwork.com on Sunday. God damn it. No matter what, I'm going to get that done. But yeah, that's it. We'll be back next week. I don't know, again, since I will not be here next Thursday, I don't know if we'll be recording on a different day or not recording at all or whatever. We'll keep you posted in Discord and on social media and stuff when we figure all that out next week. But in the meantime, be good to each other, play video games, and good night.
I did watch Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme was good.
Was it?
Yeah, you should watch Marty Supreme.
Damn. Put it on the
It's
list.
a good, fun,
Good
tense
ass movie.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy who did? Am I thinking of the right movie? Is that the same guy who did Uncut
Safdie?
Gems?
Yeah.
Benny
One of the Safdie
Safdie?
brothers.
Yeah,
That guy?
It's
I
very,
still haven't
uh,
watched Uncut Gems.
It is
I can't
very
do it.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, well, you should watch both of them. That'd be a good double feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty Supreme is fun.
Then you can have
Not quite as dark, but still pretty, like, you know. I mean, yeah. Ping pong is sick.
Moral of the story: ping pong is sick.
Not just about ping pong, but
Huh? Is it boy?
pretty good.
What is it boy?
Malia's father was a competitive ping pong player. Did y'all know that?
I did not. That's
For the Army? For the State Department?
Honestly, probably. Sounds about right.
They send him to China?
I think he's been to China, yeah.
That's crazy.
all right, gentlemen. I
Oh
have
yeah?
to
That's
go.
it? You're just gonna run?
Wow,
I'm
what
just
a
gonna
bitch.
run.
What a bitch.
All that and you're just gonna run away?
Wow.
Oh, I gotta go, guys. Okay.
He's gonna go
I'll
watch.
have a good night, everybody.
He's rewatching SVU.
I'm not. I'm
That's
rewatching
it?
Peaky Blinders.
That's it?
Hey, you know how we were like top 10 best fighters in Westeros?
Yeah.
Do they have like a top 10 best sexual assaults from SVU?
What the
I mean, that is the topic of the show.
Yeah.
It is, but that's a ridiculous thing.
Well, not best, not like
I think
best. I mean, like
you wouldn't
you know.
you wouldn't rank the sexual assault. You would rank the episodes,
yeah,
and not based
that's what I
on
meant.
the sexual assault in the episode. You would just
Well, how about like the top 10 best like rapist
Careful.
owns? Like they owned that rapist.
Oh my god. Top 10 best tie and tights or whatever that fucking haircut is called that everybody has now because of that show.
wait. Which show?
What? Yo,
Because of Peaky Blinders? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like the haircut.
Okay, he was talking about SVU, and I was like, "What?"
Oh, I
haircut
thought you were
from
talking about
SVU?
Peaky Blinders.
You
is there a lot of top 10 best?
How could there
victims?
not be? I
Oh,
don't know. I started watching Star Trek Next Generation again last night, and you know what? It's still pretty good.
Pretty
You're as
good.
bad as
Pretty
Nick. You're as
fucking
bad as
good.
Nick. You know, this is just your
Pretty good.
Smallville.
Yeah, but this is like Shakespeare. This is like This is like literature.
I also got to finish rewatching Scream before next Thursday.
All the Scream?
I mean, I've already watched the first two, so I got to watch 3, 4, 5. 6 is not as imperative now because she's not in that one. But I still love that movie. But it's not like it's not a Sydney Scream.
They need like a fucking Wes Craven's new Scream. New. You know, they need a new Nightmare, that series. Well, you know what? It's actually already kind of that, isn't it?
I mean,
you know
I
what?
guess.
Isn't Scream just Wes Craven's new Nightmare? Like, like fully realized. You know,
I
because
mean,
that was very meta, right? Like the
Yes.
whole thing about Wes Craven's New Nightmare was like a meta take on Nightmare on Elm Street.
Scream's always been. I mean, yeah, meta is part of. They always try to find a way to make it
Yeah.
meta, like commentary on the state of horror whenever the movie
And itself
is made.
They talk
And
about
itself.
AI this
And
year.
itself, yes.
Oh God, yeah. Is there an AI killer? They've already done it. Chucky, that Chucky reboot was an AI
No,
Chucky.
I don't think there's an AI killer, but they certainly
There was
are
that
leaning on
meta AI
for the
thing that
marketing.
they were doing.
It was
Yeah, I mean, they're
literally
doing
that
this.
episode of
They're
Treehouse of Horror.
they're literally using AI for like a bunch of social media marketing, which is gross, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
did we
Crispy,
cover
you might
all
like
10 of what?
I mean, you nailed like the first handful. It was young Barristan the Bold as number 2.
Dude, he could like even in the scene where they fire him and he's like I may not be as young as I once was, but
Yeah.
I could still cut the
guys.
3 of you down. Like Okay, this list says Victorian Greyjoy, Loras Tyrell,
Yeah,
Brienne
yeah.
of Tarth,
Yeah.
Garland Tyrell, Gregor
Well, because
Clegane.
supposedly he's a better fighter than Loras. I mean, a better.
Oh, we never like see him. Do we?
No, not
Yeah.
in the show.
It's like his older
But I mean,
brother.
he's not even like an important part of the books either. But he's just
Yeah.
referred to
Yeah, that's
as
he's just there. Like they talk
he's
about
better
him.
than Loras, who is at least one of the best riders, or I mean, the best lancers or whatever.
Horseman.
Horseman.
Gregor Sandor, Robert Baratheon,
That is
Jaime
the list.
Lannister. Yeah, Bears. Oh, this is Alt Shift X. Yeah, this is the guy.
That is the list I
last
saw.
week.
Yeah.
Barris and Selmy. And then honorable mentions go to Great John Umber, Oberyn the Red Viper,
Yeah. Honorable mention. Yeah.
Braun, Thoros of Myr, which I think is a weird one, right? Like,
Well, because he just used fire to scare people, right?
yeah, he just get really drunk and light his sword on fire.
Yeah.
But like, I guess I don't know, Drogo, which makes sense. Great John, Andric the Unsmiling, Gerald Dane Darkstar, which
Where's all the
only thing-
Targaryens though, right?
The only thing we've seen him, oh yeah, where's the Dragon Knight and where's fucking who's
There's
Strong Belwas?
Strong
Dude, the show never
Belwas!
gave us Strong Belwas.
Strong Belwas.
Never
Oh my
gave us Strong
God.
Belwas. That was its greatest sin. It never gave us Strong Belwas.
Honestly, how do you cast Strong Belwas though?
I don't know. You
I mean,
figure it
the
out
goat.
though, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
If they
man.
found a rugby player who can act, they can do anything. Like, that's crazy.
Strong
Like-
Belwas, dude. If I just had like a 20th of his confidence and skill.
Dude,
Oh,
or his
dude.
constitution to eat poisoned locusts.
Yes.
Only throw up blood.
Yes. man.
I'm so sad. I can't wait for the next. They're already shooting the Sorn Sword. So maybe we won't have to wait too long. Maybe we'll get it next year.
I don't know, dude.
That's cool.
I don't even want to read Winds of Winter. It doesn't exist. I don't
Right,
even care anymore.
But you do want to read The Village Hero and She Wolves of Winterfell.
So, but like, is that the thing? Like,
He's gonna write them now?
supposedly he's not supposed to start writing Duncan Egg books until he's done with Winds of Winter. So is he done with Winds of Winter?
Dude, if that was the case, I can't imagine it being the case anymore. Like, Duncan Egg has done incredibly well. Like, that first
but so
episode
didn't
was
House of
higher
Dragon-
rated
House
than
of the Dragon
anything
did?
else.
Did it
But
first,
like,
right?
but like the ratings on the the fucking reviews on Duncan Egg are higher than anything House of the Dragon ever did. Anything that Game of Thrones ever did. The fucking Trial of the Seven has a higher fucking score on IMDb than any, like, the Battle of the Blackwater or any of the other big battle episodes.
Can I say I wish they showed more of the battle.
Oh,
Is
well,
that a controversial take?
no, I get where you're coming from, but it is kind of in keeping with how it's presented in the book. Like, you don't really know what's going. He's just kind of like,
Dunk gets knocked out like almost immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he doesn't really know what's going on, and like he maybe sees Humphrey Harding getting like fucking stabbed in the background. Like, Dude, fuck the bees, the bee people. Always getting killed for being on the right side of history.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
Raymond Fossaway, come on, the green apple Fossaways. That's the problem with people like Nick, is like they don't even know who the Fossaways are, let alone the red apple and the green apple Fossaways, or which ones we should like. They don't know who the Brackens and the Blackwaters are, let alone which ones we should like.
Well, we don't have to like them. They just don't have to like each other.
Yeah, but I mean, I definitely prefer House Blackwell to Bracken, but whatever.
All right, I'm going to bed.
Me too. Good night.